Hi, everyone. Ooh, the name game. Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F or an M will appear. And then I say bo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fanner, and foe. And then I say the name again with an F, very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Krellin, 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 Bobellin, banana, fanner, fofellin, fee, fi, momelin. Krellin. Woo. Thank you so much for that resub, Krellin. It has been a long time. Sing, my professor of music. Sing for me. That night he calls to me. The phantom of the opera is there inside your mind. I don't even know what that is all about. I think it it's Saturday, I'm in love. Hey everyone. I'm drinking some Humex peach nectar because I ordered burritos 2 days ago and I got this with it. And no, first off, I do owe you an earwig in the hay too, and I will. So, I just want to say that all these exciting things y'all are doing with the emotes just tickle me. I just want you to know it. I am tickled by all of the emote excitement. That's all. We know what that is about. Sleep is for the weak. I cut up in Water Song. It was fun to see with it. Yeah. I've got things to tell you all. But first, I have to tell you something else. It's really important. Airway and hey, the anime. Airway and hey, the anime. Eve way at gale at way up when it wakes to take gale young whale. Airway and hey, the anime. E the ice skates or ani say. Oh man, the ideation pray, ooh yare, ooh, throw you a stay on way on rail. Ewe every ebre edley ansley, way at brainsley, ooh te day. And when we see the end, the order ugly at the eye, guy in the eye. We're in the money, We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. That's what I wanted to say. Hey, Grinny, don't you lose my number, 'cause I'm not anywhere, you can't find me. Oh, Granny, don't you lose my number. Grinny and the Jets. I just want to know how many Grinny songs I can have. Oh, wait, you sing this song all the time now and it's all my fault? Or, you're welcome. I think that's the response, is that you just say you're welcome to that one. You're welcome. So, Granny, it is so good to see you. It's so good to see you. So, my computer was weird today. It wasn't my computer, it was the PS Play. It just wasn't going through. It kept trying to check for an update, and it was just not going. And so then, sing my fool and be free. But I had to restart my whole computer. But then it all worked out. Grinny, thank you for calling me Delight. But did you know? At the Iwe also way ingse inwe igpe atenlay. And way Iwe ilwe ingse inwe igpe atenlay itre aune. Airway and hey, the anime. Airway and hey, the anime. Eve way at gale at way at wakes to ute at gale on way. Airway and hey, the anime. E the ice skates are ani say. Oh man, the aviation pray, ooh yare, ooh, pray you a stay on way on rail. Iwe Emily Idre Edle Ansley, Ewe Edbre Ansley, Ute Day. And we see the Anlior Ukle at the Ige in the IA. We're in the money, we're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. Look, I love singing that song. That is all. That is all. Ooh, Krellin said something in chat, and I just need to say that we're gonna have to come back to that. I have insufficient caffeine in my bloodstream to translate Pig Latin on the fly. It is a thing. Translating Pig Latin is tricky. Atomic says, I actually freaked some coworkers out because I was singing in the money poorly in Pig Latin, very poorly while working. You know what? Maybe they deserved it, those coworkers of yours. That's all. Krellin, I have a question for you. It's a question. I want to know, how do you say, de gorgeous? How do you say de groovy? How do you say delight? Delight. The thrills that you spill up my back leave me filled with satisfaction next to Kanan. Satisfaction on what's to come. I couldn't dance for another. I couldn't ask for another. It's lovely, and it's not vicious or malicious. It's just lovely and delicious. I couldn't ask for another. You know, I love that song. Oh, hey, you know the other day when I played the Alice song for you, I got a copyright strike, because you know that's how they are. I do have news about my copyright strikes. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you candy. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you everything. Kulon! Hi, Kulon. Welcome in with the Raiders. Yeah, who is Alice? I don't know who she is. No. Not Kulon. Lady Miss Kier is a wonder, and I love her. Hey, welcome in, Kulon. We're going to be playing the Outer Worlds today, but first, I wanted to tell you about my copyright strike, because this is like a thing that I thought was interesting. So, you know, every week I run City of Light and Shadow, and musically I play our theme song, which I commissioned, which is right, with help of the Foxhole. Oh, Grinny, I'm happy you exist in my life too, because if you didn't exist in my life, who'd be collecting eyeballs in a jar? Do you know what I mean? Like, who in my life would be collecting eyeballs if it weren't for you? And I just feel like not having somebody collecting eyeballs would make my life really sad. So, you know, eyeball collecting. So look, I'm doing it right. So I have the, somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Whoa, I always feel that somebody's watching me. Tell me, is it just a dream? Okay, I want to get your name right. It's Los Primo. Wait, hold on. Wait. Los Primos TV. Los Primos? Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F or an M will appear. And then I say Bo and a B, then I say the name, then banana, feather, and foe. And then I say the name again with an F, very plain, then a Phi, Phi, and a Mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Grinny, Bo. Oh wait, pardon me. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you candy. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you everything. Thank you for that, host. Oh my gosh, somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Whoa, I always feel that somebody's watching me. Tell me, is it just a dream? Atomica, thank you for. Oh my gosh. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you candy. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you everything. The name game. Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F or an M will appear. And then I say bo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fanner, and foe. And then I say the name again with an F, very plain. Then a F, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Yeah, no, but now I'm gonna sing all my name games. Grinny, Bobini, Banana, Fana, Fofini, Fee, Fi, Mo, Mini. Grinny, Arty Snack, Bobarty Snack, Banana, Fana, Fofarty Snack, Fee, Fi, Mo, Marty Snack. Arty Snack, Atomica, Atomica, Banana, Fana, Fofatomica, Fee, Fi, Mo, Atomica. Atomica. Farty Snack. Ooh, that's, hey Rachel, how are you doing? Also, Kulan, fixing dinner, and then, the stream, all the stuff. Ambara Garwin. Also, we've got another one. Ambara Garwin's hard. Wait. Ambara Garwin, Banana Fenifuf, Ambara Garwin, Fee-Fi, Mom, Ambara Garwin. Ambara Garwin. But also, we just got a cheer, and we all know what that means. The cheer means we are gonna have. Also, we have a message. It says, I hope someone's watching and listening. It helps channel stats. Hi all, I hope you're as well as can be in these interesting times. Thank you, Be Right. Be Right for those bits. I should speak something in Portuguese. Oh, I'm afraid I don't speak Portuguese. I wish I did. I do not speak Portuguese. I wish I did. I mean, although I do know, hold on. I do know something. Wait, I know Sergio Mendes in Brazil 66, and I could probably sing, Mas que nada. But actually, that's all. I don't know actually all the rest of the lyrics to that song, but it's a really good one. I love that song. Yeah, my Portuguese is super poor, I'm afraid, Los Primos. That makes me so sad. But I was gonna sing the We're in the Money in Pig Latin. Trooper, if there's no Gen Con, we need to play a TTRP together online instead this year, or maybe in addition. See? Oh yeah, but the anime. Irway and hey, the anime. Eve way at gale at way of way at wakes to ute at gale young wayo. Irway and hey, the anime. E they I skays are ani say. Oh man, the 80 and pray. Ooh, are utre, you was stay on way young rayo. E whatever the eat re edley ansley, of way ed brayansley, ute a day. And we see the enly or ukle at the eye are in the IA. We're in the money, we're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. I love Ginger Rogers. I love Ginger Rogers. That is a thing that you all need to know about my life, right? I need to know Ginger Rogers. I know the Outer Worlds is like, what are you doing? What's going on? Outer Worlds is like, don't worry, Outer Worlds, we're gonna hang out with you. Oh, Ice Bunny, you baked cookies. Ooh, cookies are great. I can't wait for Lauren to arrange that mod game. We'll be waiting for her, or will we? Nope, nobody knows. Somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Whoa, I always feel that somebody's watching me. Tell me, is it just a dream? Improv GM, thanks for the follow. Hey, Improv GM, welcome in. I'm also an Improv GM, so there you go. Wait, what did I forget? What did I forget? Welcome to the jungle. We got funny games. We've got everything you want. Something from the same. Something lyrics. Something I don't know. Something about the anything, but it's something not for free. The jungle. Welcome to the jungle. Good old Axel. That's all. That should be a point reward song request. Do you love her because she does it backwards and in heels? I do, Krellin. Also because she's hilarious. She is funny. Ginger Rogers is hilarious. Grinny says, with some bits, have these random bits I have because I love you and not because I want you to sing more. That would be ridiculous. Ooh, banjo. Speaking of which, now that I'm going to sing We're in the Money, by the way. But now that I am finished with The Witcher Season 1, I will not be on Witcher Season 2 because I'll be playing in Overlight with Little Red Dot on Wednesdays. I will not be working on my lyre, which means I can get back to my banjo, which means I can play the banjo for you all on Saturdays again. I just wanted to tell you that. But as I was saying, what did I forget? Damn it, we only have a few hours of the stream. I know, but... Irway and hey, the anime. Irway and hey, the anime. Iway at gale at way of way at way at wigs to ute at gale ang way. Irway and hey, the anime. Ide ice gazer ani say. Oh man, the adiation pray. Ui are who throw you a stay on way on rayo. Iwe ever ni eat ray at leansley. Ev way at brayansley. Ute day. And we see the end the will left the eye gay right in the eye. We're in the money. We're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. Whee! Oh my goodness. Oh, there are emotes. Hey, there are emotes that have all come in, and yay emotes. I got a hyper frog. I got a freaked out frog is what I got. Oh, hey Swing Ventura. Los Primos TV, thank you for sending over Swing Ventura. Hey Swing Ventura, do you like swing music? Because I do. I think it's awesome. That's what I wanted to tell you. Where were we? He'll still forget. I don't know. We want to know what instrument the giant rock troll... Oh, well, that's a good question. What instrument will the giant rock troll play? I wonder if I'm going to play a giant rock troll in Overlight. That would be fun. Because, I mean, why not? Ice Bunny says drums. But wouldn't it be funny if the giant rock troll played something like the flute? You know? Because I feel like giant rock trolls might play the flute. It's possible. B. Wright says, did you know the lyre was historically a very dangerous instrument? Surely you've heard lyre, lyre, pants on fire. B. Wright, why do you do this to me? Whatever you're doing right now is excellent and I love it. That's all. It's true, right? I mean, you're playing the lyre, your pants catch on fire. It's like spontaneous human combustion. And actually, as it turns out, this is the thing. Nobody knew what caused spontaneous human combustion. It turns out it was playing the lyre. Krellin says the irony of that song is that if there really were, if they really were in the money, they'd be the landlord. This is true. But I think the thing about that song is that it's yeah. Because what is the pre-chorus for We're in the Money? Because the pre-chorus is all about like about the depression. Ooh, so a giant rock troll plays lava clarinet or a piccolo, like a little pan flute. Like I just feel like a rock troll might like play a pan flute or like wind chimes or something. This is all I'm thinking. Lo says, thanks for singing Welcome to the Jungle. Could you sing George Michael Careless Whisper? Are you kidding? Of course I can sing George Michael Careless Whisper. Wait, I've got to, because I know my George. I usually sing Father Figure from George Michael though. Oh, the giant rock troll plays the bassoon up. Or maybe tuba? Maybe giant rock trolls play tuba. Have I done Why have I not? I will tell you. Embar Garwin asks why I have not done a Twitch Sings stream, and the answer is because Twitch Sings is not Mac compatible, and that is why. I was just actually, I was just even invited to go and do a Twitch Sings charity thing like a couple of time periods ago, and I was like, I would love to. That sounds really fun. However, I cannot because I think it was gonna be like musical theater. It's gonna be really awesome. I was like, it is not Mac compatible, and so I cannot do it, and that is why. Oh, I'm never gonna dance again. I'm never gonna dance again. Copyright strike, that was it. Guilty feet have got no rhythm, though it's easy to pretend. I know I'm not a fool. Should've known better than to cheat a friend, to waste the chance that I've been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I dance with you. Oh, oh. Copyright strike. That's what it was. Yeah. So, oh, thank you, Swing. You're not a fool. The singer is definitely a fool. That's true. That is true. The singer is definitely a fool because he wasted a chance that he'd been given to, you know, he cheated on a friend. Surely a giant rock troll would play the electric guitar, probably bass. Oh, be right. Be right. Yes. Yes, the giant rock troll would play electric guitar. But I feel like you're actually right that the giant rock troll would probably play bass, right? Because I feel like giant rock trolls would play bass. That feels... The giant rock troll plays the xylophone. Okay, so look, I have these copyright strikes, right? So every single time I put up an episode of City of Light and Shadow onto YouTube, every single time I get this copyright strike saying that I'm playing a copyrighted song. And the copyrighted song is Wine and Boy Blues, which is the song I play right before we get to the credits in the opening of the show. And I get a copyright strike every single week, often from different people who all claim to own the copyright of this song. Different people. They're like, I'm some rando person from Germany and I own the copyright to this song. I'm some rando person from the US and I own the copyright to this song. And I'm like, here's the thing. This song is in the public domain, people. And you can't all have the copyright to this song. You can't all have it. So what I think is going on is that basically copyright trolls just like scrape YouTube for stuff and then they put in copyright notices so that they can monetize the video instead of you. And of course, I am not a partner on YouTube, so I cannot monetize anything at all. But that's not the point. The point is that people who do not own the copyright to this song, because it's in the public domain, by the way, are like putting out false copyright claims in order to like just like skive money, which I think is super gross. Also, I don't like copyright laws. Anyway, so I have been disputing these copyright claims. And what happens when you dispute a copyright claim is this is how it goes. I don't know if you've never disputed a copyright claim before, then what happens is you have to sort of say why the copyright claim is not fair and is not correct, and you send it to them, to the people who made the copyright claim. So the people who made the claim are the ones who then review your dispute. YouTube just does not get involved somehow, whatever. Anyway, so I have been putting in copyright claims, and it's like the dispute, like they've got like a 30-day window to respond. And it has been 30 days since the first copyright claim has come in, and after the end of the 30 days, I don't think they've responded to the dispute, so my copyright claim for that first video has been resolved, I suppose, in my favor, because the claim is gone. But I actually suspect they probably don't care, right? Because they probably figure that if there are going to be views of a video that'll generate money, it'll be in the first 30 days. So I assume what happens is that they just make these claims, even if it gets disputed, by the time it gets disputed, they'll have made whatever money they want to make anyway. Anyway. Oh, which actually leads me to a really interesting thing that I was reading up on, because that led to another thing. Granny plays the sax to fill the void that is left from Trooper singing Careless Whispers. That's me playing the sax. Can you loot one from your school? No. You know, George Michael passing was so sad. Such a nice, quiet Christmas. Then wham, I see you. I see you. I see you, Atomica. Yeah, scam artists for the win. They own the problem is, Levi, the recording, I'm using a period recording. The recording itself is out of copyright. Like I was very careful to use a recording that was no longer, like the recording itself was no longer in copyright because I'm careful about it. So they're just trolling. They're just trolling. That's all. Last song, any of the Bad Blue Boys. Oh, I don't know them, I'm afraid. Probably find a bunch of active accounts that can't fight them anymore. Yeah, that's probably what they do, right? Can we restart the Earth with new people? But Grinny, if we restart the Earth with new people, you wouldn't be here, and then I would be sad. Except I probably wouldn't be here either. So then maybe I wouldn't know. But nonetheless, why do we make the world easier for bad actors? Asks Levi. It's such a stupid way to set up the world. I think it's because YouTube doesn't want to get involved, right? YouTube doesn't actually want to go and do any of that work, so they just err on the side of caution. Yeah. Wait, no, Atomic, I'm not chiding you, I'm loving you there. So we better look at the VOD on Twitch then? No, because they don't mute the sound. It's just that it just messes up, because I'm also not a partner, so like, whatever. That's a good question. So there was one, but for the first time, I got a different copyright strike on my video from last night, which I thought you might find interesting because it's an interesting debate. And we're gonna play the Outer Worlds. Oh, you know what? You know what though? Actually, now that I think about it, since we're in the Outer Worlds, we have to walk from one place to another. We can talk about this while we're walking. We can walk and talk like Aaron Sorkin. We're gonna do it like a little bit of an Aaron Sorkin talk and walk. Krellin, we're just walking. So look, this is what happened. I got a second copyright strike on the video from last night, and this was really interesting to me. So it was, are you ready? And I got 3 different claims for the same thing. So the thing that I was streaming in the break was Winston Churchill's radio broadcast, and I got 3 different people claiming copyright of the Winston Churchill radio broadcast. And what's interesting is that they were claiming that, like, basically I was using their recordings, and like you could see what recording they were claiming it was from. And one of the reasons why we're going back in this, by the way, is because we just have to go and shoot some people to get where we need to get. Like that's a thing that we need to do. So I was like, oh, if we're gonna shoot some people anyway, might as well, you know, go and do that. I'm looking for, I believe that's what I'm looking for. No, that wasn't it. I will be Eve, the world will start with me, and I will birth a new human race, and anyone who doesn't fit my requirements will be killed. Grinny, you're hardcore, and I like it. I like it. Los Primos says, thank you, my friend, for everything. Oh, no problem. I'll have to do some things when I'll be back later. Continue to host. Oh, thank you, Los Primos. Thank you very much. It was so. Talk about Churchill and shooting people. So on message. Grinny riddles a rock. So what happened was, so this is the thing, right? Catherine, meet with Catherine at Fallbrook. That's fine. Scylla, that's fine. Amber Heights. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay. So I may call you Volda Grinny. So what happened was, Churchill's speeches, and I know it looks like I'm not actually playing the game, but I totally am. So Churchill's speeches have been put on recordings, right, on CD, right? Like great speeches of the 21st century and like blah, 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 right? So like there are Churchill speeches. Oh, you know what I can do? Come on. I love a good brawl. I pressed the wrong button. It's cool. So what happened was, are we good? Oh, no, there's somebody over here. Oh, he's gonna get shot. It's cool. So he's shot.
Everyone all right?
Yeah, we're excellent. Thank you very much. So so his speeches have been collected on DVD, right? And the thing is that they are claiming that I'm using their CD, not DVD. That they're claiming that I'm using their CD, right? That they're making the copyright claim that I'm using their CD, but I'm not. I'm not actually using their CD. I'm using the original. I have. I went through archive.org, which has the recording, like actual recordings from the actual radio. So I'm not using their recordings. I'm using a recording of the radio broadcast, and radio broadcasts, the broadcasts themselves are only under copyright for 50 years. So the radio broadcasts I'm using are no longer under copyright, right? They are no longer under copyright. I should be fine to be playing them, but I should be fine to be playing them. However, what is all of this? How do I cycle my weapons? This is how I do it. B-Right says, and B-Right, I think you'll find this interesting as well. So I sometimes think the only explanation for what is going on is nature's had enough and is trying to arrange a reboot. As an example of the madness, did you hear this, that some fuckwits in the UK were burning down cell towers because they believe 5G caused coronavirus? What? That is insane. Also, we're gonna shoot this person in the head. Just like that. We're gonna just shoot them in the head. So are you dead? No. Okay, good. Because I was gonna be worried about that.
I'm the best there ever was.
Yeah, y'all are hardcore. I saw that story. Oh yeah. Global warming is guy developing a fever to burn us out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that crazy tinfoil hat conspiracy. Oh yeah. So here's what happened, right? Yeah, people going to church tomorrow. You know, people have thoughts and feelings. So according to the way that copyright works for broadcast recordings, the recordings that I'm using should be in the public domain, the recordings themselves. But whatever. So then, take me to church. So then, but here's the thing that's really interesting. The question is, are Winston Churchill's speeches in the public domain? Now that's a really, what is over here? No, don't look, although I'm super interested. Look, I know that what I do is meander, and I'm gonna just find out what's going on over here because that just seems interesting to me. I realize this is not the way we're supposed to be going. Like, we actually have a mission that is not this. I understand that, but we're gonna just check it out. Somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Whoa, I always feel that somebody's watching me. Tell me, is it just a dream? A sad Teddy, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. It is much appreciated. Hi, everybody. So, you know, that's really, hey. So let's see. I'll worship like a dog at the shrine of your lies. I like this. It's a good line. It is too. Wait. Atomic says copyright laws are good, but copyright laws we have suck, mostly because of Disney. Mm-hmm. Being his speeches were from when he was in office, they should be. Right. So here's the thing. How long copyright lasts depends on the medium. So this was what was really, really interesting. There was a thing I was just looking up about his copyright, and there was a letter to the editor in the UK Guardian that was really interesting because apparently the newspaper, I think, said that they had to ask permission to. There was something about using permission to publish some of. Winston Churchill gave a speech in Parliament, and somebody, I don't know if it was a newspaper. I think it was a newspaper that was publishing parts of the speech that he gave to Parliament, and oh gosh. Right, so it was published. Ooh, hi. Was publishing his speech. And okay, I'm okay. So was publishing his speech in the newspaper that he gave to Parliament, and then the newspaper got basically dinged for copyright infringement because they're like, his speeches are under copyright, and so you can't publish the Prime Minister's speeches that he gave to Parliament without permission. And this person in the letter to the editor wrote back saying this is completely ridiculous because it was a speech given to Parliament, and that, right, as part of his job, that should totally be part of public domain. And so there was a interesting debate about Churchill's speeches and whether or not public figures giving public speeches in public as part of their job for the country should be in the public domain or not. So I thought that was really interesting. So I thought that was very interesting. What do we have here? Yeah, so Volpus is like, they should be in the public domain. Yeah, totally, I think they should be too. But Grinny says, I'll be going to church tomorrow. I'll be sitting in my car in the parking lot away from everybody else like I'm supposed to do. Grinny, I love you. Rissa says, I will happily keep my ass home and listen to the song instead because physical distancing saves lives. Volpus, unless they look at countries where there's no 5G. Volpus says, another thing we can thank Joe Rogan for getting... Yeah. Krellin says, Trooper, everywhere you go, you get into fights. At some point, you have to realize the problem is you. Maybe, but they attack me first. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes I just start shooting them. Grinny says, my church has been doing services online for a few weeks now, and I guess this is the best way they choose to do Easter Sunday. That way we can be at church, but still keep our distance. Oh, that's interesting. Rissa says, I was thinking more of the people saying, God will protect us from catching the virus. Why do we need to follow any of this stuff about social distancing? Yeah. People like that give saying Christians like myself a bad name, and it upsets me. I understand that. I understand being upset by people who are like, because, you know, it's rough when somebody's in the same category boat as you, but they're a doofus brain. It can be very frustrating because you're like, hey, but I'm not a doofus brain. I don't want to be associated with doofus brains. Also, I've got all this random stuff. And also, I don't even know what I'm just wandering around here. And I don't... What is this place? Atomica says, when churchgoers say stuff like that, I grew up Roman Catholic. I always ask them, so you're saying Jesus should have jumped when Satan told him to? Because there's a very clear message from the Bible, and it's from God, and it's like, don't freaking test me. Like, don't test me. I don't like it. It's not my joy. Yes. And that makes me laugh. There's a bunch of stuff over here, and I wonder what it is, but we're not gonna go there because that's not our mission at the moment. Our mission is to... Hey, do you think I'm overburdened? I'm not. Do you think I'm... No? I wonder... Olympus Lover's Point. Look, I don't know why I'm moving so slowly right now, but I do know that I'm not yet overburdened. Anyway, oh, you know what? Hey, what is this? Whatever it is, it's probably not our mission, but let's check it out anyway. Because we're here. Oh. Huh. I am in a food coma from dinner. Speaking of food comas, I would like to... What do you think that's about? I think we're going to go and snipe people with our sniper rifle. Oh gosh. Oh, my friends are dead. That's not good. That's bad. I'm much better with a pistol than I am with this rifle, but... Franz? I was like, where did you come from? You were just like hanging out behind me. Oh, there are more of them. I'm gonna have to take care of all these people by myself. It's fine. My friends are alive. Oh, wait. A flaw. On mechanicals now give you the willies, and when they're attacking your party, you're not as effective as you should be? Why would I do that? Why would I take that? That's not a fun... I'm not even afraid of robots. Like, I totally won that battle. I didn't even die. I'm not afraid of robots? That's not a smart... Why would they even ask me that? I am not afraid of robots. I do not have robophobia, and I'm a little upset that they even asked. Anyway, I think it's interesting to about copyright creep, how more and more things are, people are wanting to put more and more things into copyright rather than in the public domain, and they want to keep things out of the public domain longer and longer, and I don't like that. Also, I'm not afraid of robots. I can't believe they asked me that. I'm a little insulted. That is all I'm saying. I can still pick things up. I can't be overburdened. Am I going to start a riot? Maybe I will. I might. Speaking of food comas, I'm actually thinking about what I want to eat. Levi says, I saw a headline that cops somewhere gave warnings or tried to ticket people for spacing out their cars in the church's or pastor's lawn and listen to the pastor on the roof with a bullhorn. The rationale isn't universal or unique. No, that's true. Gritty says, yeah, but see, that's one person ruining things for everyone, and ish like that ticks me off. Not everyone is like that. My aim, yeah, you don't get my aim in there. Why do you not armor up your party if you keep going? I feel like they have some armor. I feel like they've got some armor. Also, I wonder if we... Oh, hey, look. There's a person in this camp that we're rescuing. That makes me feel like a do-gooder. Also, we can level up, and we're... No, I will. I'm totally going to help you. I just want to loot bodies first. And I realize that might seem a little rude to loot bodies before I help the person. But, like, we're gonna get there. Oh, wow. Who is MSI? These are MSI soldiers. Who do you think they are? I don't know who they are. So anyway, I talked about the copyright. I did that. I remember I wanted to do that. I feel like there was some other thing that I wanted to talk about like ages and ages ago, like sessions ago. Oh, you know what I should talk to you about? Jezza does have priorities. That said, let me put my gun away and help you. Hello.
They were coming real close to eating me.
Oh my gosh.
I'm Lenora.
Is everybody a cannibal?
What are you doing out here? Not that I'm complaining, but I figure only marauders and animals roam around.
I'm looking for people to save, of course. That's what I'm going to say.
Well, shit. Today's your lucky day, I guess.
Not the red eyeliner.
Thanks for the help.
No problem.
I've got to pick up some things from the bay, but I run a little stand near Fallbrook.
Oh.
Next time you need supplies, stop by, you hear?
Sure. Thanks. I just saved somebody randomly. Do you feel like, I don't know why I run around in all sorts of places I should not be running around. Oh, you never met her? Oh. See, that's fun. So, I'm wandering around. So I'm meandering. This is true. People ask me, what am I doing in this game? And the answer is, oh, I am meandering.
Staying out of sight.
Is that a murder hooligan?
Come out and play.
It is a murder hooligan. Why are there so many marauders around? Like, what are they doing? Just done a quick check. I need to loot these bodies, get over encumbered, and then wonder why I'm moving so slowly. Gosh, that's true. Those are all things I really need to do because I feel like people have met me and they know that those are things that I need in my life. Also, I kind of feel like I should pickpocket some marauders, but they never let me get close enough, which, again, I think is pretty rude.
Let's take a look inside.
Yeah. Just done a quick check, and if I'm correct, Churchill's speeches as a government minister are crown copyright, which can be covered by an open government license allowing worldwide royalty, free perpetual non-exclusive license, as long as the source of the information is acknowledged. I'm not a lawyer. Right, but the thing is, people will sue you anyway. That's the thing that's crazy. And that's why this person was complaining, saying that they should not have been seeking copyright for, right, they should have fought that, because that is not right. Oh, hey.
Find you.
Jackass is incoming!
Why are there so many marauders around here, do you think? Do you know what I mean? Like, why do you think there's so many marauders?
Tossball kick!
Because like, it's a question I have. Because there are a lot of them. Ooh, wrong button.
Everyone all right?
Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. They gave me more encumbrance perks grenades. And so, I know, I just need more. Yeah, and the thing is, it makes sense to me because things written by the government, things produced by the government are public domain because they're done by the government. So, for example, a little new thing for next week's game, I've been looking up propaganda posters, World War II propaganda posters, and I've got some really interesting ones, and I'm really excited about them. And what do you think this is? By the way, I just want you to know that I have no idea. Like, I'm just wandering around. Oh. I apparently cannot unlock this because I need somebody's key. Wait, but Krellin, who runs Marauder Town? I thought it was Master Blaster who ran Marauder Town. That might be not right. These marauders are rude as hell. Why they gotta be so mean? I know, right? We're just trying to loot their bodies like normal people, and they just get all in our business. Looks like plenty of Marauder loaf after Jezza's done clearing. Yeah, if people want some Marauder loaf, you can have it. Like, you know, you want to be a cannibal? I don't judge you. You do you, cannibals. Whatever floats your boat, your cannibal boat. Also, I really do wonder about myself sometimes, and I wonder about my propensity to just, like, because the thing is, we are, ooh, look at this. We are technically on quests right now, theoretically, that we're just not doing. You know, instead of doing the quest that we should maybe be doing, I'm doing this.
Nobody messes with you, boss. Don't mess with us.
Nah, nobody messes with us. It's cool. Get better at the game, Trooper. What? But what is the game, though? I kind of feel like the game is sort of meandering around a little bit, chatting with chat. And sometimes getting distracted by the game from the chat. I feel like this is the game. I feel like we're playing the game. Maybe in our own way. Also, I really should level up, and I really will do that whenever I feel like it. Master Blaster is the Armel Mayor of Bartertown. I believe Sammy Shambles runs Marauder Town. Oh, that's actually probably true. That is true. Oh, look, Little Lean too. Yeah, so, but the thing is, there's all sorts of weird... There's clearly just copyright creep, where people are wanting to claim copyright for things that clearly. But see, this is about this. What this is about. Wouldn't it be awful if I fell down there? I would die. So let's not do that. Wouldn't it be cool though if I could jump across this gap and make it to the other side? But the other side has the high ground, and so I clearly can't. But there's a town over there. I mean, there's just a lot of interesting stuff that's hanging out that, you know, it would be cool if I could do. I just posted a link in Discord, Media Musings, for a parody patriotic song for the current world. It's a lot of swearing. Oh, I'm excited. Is fall damage on? I feel like. Grinny's like, I run Marauder Town. 2 men enter my domain, 1 man leaves. Look, I just want to jump across. But I also know that this is in no way where our mission is headed. We're just getting farther and farther away from where we're supposed to be going. So I suppose we'll just walk this way. Oh, maybe we'll also talk this way. And you know, she told me to do that. She told me to walk this way. And also she told me to talk this way. She sounds a little controlling. Just me? No? I mean, maybe she shouldn't be telling us how to walk and talk. Maybe we should be able to walk and talk however we want to. Just my thoughts. I was making a reference to the film Chinatown, but this is fine. Oh, Chinatown's a great film. That is a great, great film. It's Chinatown. Faye Dunaway is very good at what she does. And I feel like Faye Dunaway doesn't get as much love as she could. As much love as she could get. Cooper's been spending too much time in Boston. If I could walk that way, so many things in my life would be different. If I could... Well, not just you, she's bossy, but some people like bossy girls. That's true. That's true. Here, we're gonna... Yeah, I actually am just not frightened by these mechanicals. Here, do that.
Out of my way!
Oh, hi. Sorry, he was right in my face. And I did not appreciate that. I was like, what are you doing in my face?
Everyone all right?
Yeah, we're fine. Like, we're okay. Oh, you know what? My gun is totally injured right now. Is in need of repair. Look, I understand that I should be more responsible. And by responsible, I don't mean not kill people. I just mean kill them in a more responsible way. I understand that. Why did he run into your face and to just stretch and warm up? Oh no, he got stunned by my buddy. My buddy stunned him. So, I think I should really. Oh yeah, he was rolling his neck because he was in stun land. Like I understand that we are going nowhere near where we're supposed to be going. Okay, we're gonna go. We're doing our thing. We're gonna do the job. I also just feel very I feel like I'm encumbered, but I think I'm not. All right, we're gonna skill up. We have skill points. Let's see what we're gonna do. We had thoughts about what we wanted to do with our skill points. I think we wanted to increase our leadership maybe a little bit. Or... yeah. Right, so we got our leadership up. And then we have 6 more. I wanted to be super persuady if I remember correctly. Because I do like to persuade people, and I could also get better at handguns. I'm really bad at defense because, of course, I am. So let's, yeah, let's, yeah. Maybe we just go and work on the persuading. We'll get better at engineering later. Are we actually going to do the thing, or are we going to keep running around like a lunatic? Well, You're going to skill up in public? I know, it was a little scandalous. It was a little scandalous. I know. Let's accept it. We've got a perk. Let's see if there are any really good inventory perks. I don't actually think we have any more inventory perks, which is... Oh, hey, we're also at our weight limit. I got a base skill over 50, right? I mean, with bonuses, I'm above 50, but... Let's see. I thought there was some good things here. This is moving more of our time dilation when we kill an enemy. That seems like a pretty good thing. Oh, bonuses don't give you special abilities. Oh. Well, all right then. All right. Why don't we... Oh, I can get it. I can do it. No. So do you need Roger Moore and Tony Curtis? Oh, I know the Persuaders. I be right. Be right. Chance reset companion's cooldown. I'm going to do the restore time dilation thing, even though I don't know if I actually use time dilation all that often. Because I often forget to do it. Durability loss isn't bad. Nah, we'll just... We're gonna get the thing, because that could be fine. Yep. Yep, that's it. And be right. Yeah, because you know, it's like one of my joys really is spy media from in general, but also from the 1960s. So, and also it's Tony Curtis. Ooh, hi. Guess what we just did?
Watch your feet. The sulfur pools don't just sting. They'll take a toe off.
We just walked into a little thing where there were bad guys, and I hadn't thought about that. Also for the note, I would really, really like to get my engineering up as well. Like, I would like to get both my engineering and also... Hey. Oops. That took a while. Reloading is so slow. But also it's like, you know, that was a great cast. I think I'm now officially overburdened. Or maybe I'm not. I don't know. So apparently we should not get into these sulfur pools because they will murder us. Which... Also, what's MSI? There are a lot of dead bodies around here, everybody. Does that disturb anybody else but me? Although, dead bodies are things you can loot, so, I mean... which corporation is it? I mean, Roger Moore and Tony Curtis. Like, that's... Although apparently Roger Moore's kind of a jerk. Which corporation is it? Do I know them? I feel like I must not. From what I recall, Roger and Tony didn't get on while making that series, mostly because Tony kept turning up drunk on set. Unfortunately, oh well. Oh, no, but is it? Oh yeah, MSI Monarch Stellar Industries. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. I think I'm heading the right way. I think this is the way we came. So I think this is the way we're going. Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life has shown you? Where are you going to? So, there's also a way to walk up here, and I don't know what that way will get us. It seems like it's an exciting way off the path where we're supposed to be going, so I probably shouldn't do it, although I want to. Do I even know what you're doing? I'm doing a mission? of some sort. I'm going to talking to somebody, I think.
Score one for Felix.
I killed them. No, I know what I'm doing, Krellin. I'm like walking in a direction randomly towards a thing that will get me a thing. Like I'm helping out somebody. While having too much stuff on my body. I mean, I feel like that's... Ooh. You know, I mean, who doesn't... Like, I mean, I know. I'm, got a mission. It's a mission to, go to the place, you know? And, I'm helping out Nyoka. Is what I'm doing. Well, just, you know, it's cool. I'm just practicing social isolation the hard way. And the hard way is by killing everybody who gets close to you. And that is not a form of social... Hello. Amber Heights Crossroads. I think that way that I was walking would probably pop me out over here, maybe? Or not. Somewhere around here. Anyway, we're going this way. Wait, are we really going this way? What are we doing? Sorry. A family matter. Amber Heights is the settlement house. Oh, well, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, see, right? It's anti-social distancing, says Stacy. Tell Stacy that was hilarious, and I love that. That's all. That is all. Also, how is Stacy doing? Say hi to Stacy for me. Tell her hey. Tell her Irwe Inhei the anime. I mean, you don't have to tell her that if you don't want to. But I mean, if you wanted to tell her Irwe Inhei the anime, I would not be sad. That would be cool. Jess's range of personal space is how far his rifle can hit. Yeah. Which I think seems fair. That seems fair. So there's a lot. I wonder, we're looking for the sun right now. Is what we're doing. We're looking for the sun. What? There's a bunch of stuff here. Are we worried? We're not worried, right? No. I mean, I suppose we shouldn't. She's pinned down by Maggie. Sometimes that happens. Cats can be that way. Cats are, cats want what they want when they want it. It's kind of one of the reasons why I like cats. Not the musical, which is not my favorite thing in the world, but... Right, friends. As fun as this has been, Grinny's trying to make us realize... She's going to try to tell something really bad. Something really awful that'll make me sad. I have a mighty need to play more Animal Crossing New Horizons because I'm a big, huge nerd like that and have houses to build. Grinny, before you go, I know everyone's talking about the Animal Crossing. How is it? Do you like it? Are you excited about it? That's what I want to know. So, like, give me your thoughts on it. Like, because I mean, all I'm seeing is Animal Crossing on my Twitter, Animal Crossing and all sorts of other things. So, is it like, are you? Give me thoughts on it. And I have also never played Stardew Valley, but what are your thoughts on Animal Crossing versus Stardew Valley? Are they even comparable? It feels to me like they're in like a similar... It feels to me like people who like Animal Crossing like Stardew Valley and vice versa, but I don't know if that's true. Maybe people who like Stardew Valley hate Animal Crossing, or I don't know. I love you, Trooper. We'll have to talk about cats and why you're wrong for hating it. You can like cats. I mean, it's fine for other people to dislike it.
Well, hello, and welcome to the home of the iconoclasts. I'm Rose. Please take a pamphlet. In it, you'll find everything you need to know about Graham, his philosophist truths, and the iconoclast way. He wrote it himself, you know. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting. We're out of pamphlets. Gosh, blast it.
I really feel like I should have the vicar with me right now. Don't you? Twitter is swimming in nothing but Animal Crossing. It is true. I feel like I should have the vicar with me right now. Where are the
Why,
iconoclasts?
we're the only free people in Halcyon. No corporations, no shackles, no problems.
No problems? What about Raptidons or Marauders?
Oh, those are just hurdles. We deal with them as they come.
All right.
You're welcome to stay with us, so long as you can earn your keep.
Got it. Hey, before I go, I'm looking for a Tucker. Have you seen him? I'm gonna say that. I want to see the Cats movie after watching Lindsay Ellis's video about it. Lindsay Ellis's video was pretty good. I liked it. But granted, the theatrical version or the butthole version?
The new boy. Yes, he's quite clever. He took to our teachings very quickly. Last I saw him, he was headed into one of the buildings up the hill.
Oh. Look, so here's the thing. Can I
Good luck in all that you do.
Okay, I just want to sell some stuff. There's a vending machine. Look, I don't think I should talk these people without my vicar, because I feel like the vicar probably look at all this stuff I can sell. And I'm still over. Stardew's closer to Harvest Moon. Harvest Moon is a Nintendo property and refused to release it beyond their system. So someone finally said, fine, I'll make my own day on Harvest Moon. And so Stardew was designed for PC. Oh, that's interesting. Cats was, I mean, I'm playing. Cats was interesting. I'm glad I saw it in the theaters. Huh. So the thing about Lindsay's video is that I love Lindsay Ellis and I'm with her almost all the time. And I don't completely disagree with the video, but I also don't completely agree with it. Right? And her point being that you can't do musical theater in a serious way. It has to be like hyper stylized or because whatever, but I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. Grinny says, okay, so before I go, let me tell you about Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is a game that is fun if you don't mind waiting for things, which I'm not one of those people. I get bored really easily, but it's starting to pick up and get interesting for me. We'll see how long it takes for me to get bored with it and stop playing entirely. Oh. Yeah, so there's this... And like she was talking about the medium as the message by Marshall McLuhan, which I think is, she was spot on with that, right? The idea that films and musicals are like stage musicals, live musicals, and films are not the same thing, but there are filmed musicals. And I think that, and also film musicals have been successful in the past. Of course, her point is that the kind of weird Oscar bait thing going on, that was, I think that's fair. But there are a lot of musicals that go for veritas and seriousness, but they're often backstage musicals where all of the, or something where all the performances are diegetic. But I mean, I think it's still doable. I just think you have to have the right property. And because the thing is, Sweeney Todd was super stylized, and I didn't like that. Well, she had mostly nice things to say about Chicago. She did. Her main point was that you can't do Cats seriously. And if this is meant the end of a serious film musical shoot, yeah, I think, okay, I will tell you, I think this is one of my quibbles. Here's one of my quibbles with the video, which generally speaking, I thought was very good. When she said that musicals basically really only work as animated films because of the reality thing, except that we have an entire history of film musicals. Yeah, maybe if this, like, yes, suspension of disbelief and all that, right? But the thing is that her sort of point about film musicals working best as animated things, I don't think actually works, because we've had film musicals from 1929 onwards, and they have worked, right? So I actually don't think it's like, Gold Diggers of 1933, from whence that song comes from, totally works. Also, it's serious as well, you know? I just think I agree with her that kind of weird Oscar bait thing is no good. Although yeah. So I don't disagree with her completely. I just think the idea that well, the Oscars weren't always super serious until like the 90s. Yeah. 80s too, though, I think. Although 80s too, maybe. You know? But also the Oscars have always hated genre films, like sci-fi, etc., etc. Those have never really done particularly well. Yeah. So anyway, I just dispute the fact that basically the best way to have musicals is animated features. I think that's because I would actually like some more animated features that are not musicals. To be fair, I feel like Mulan could just not be a musical, and I would have been much happier with it. And also not have had Eddie Murphy's toy character. But yeah, I just think I think it's doable. I think that things have been done poorly at the moment, but I do think that it's. I'm sorry, Trevor, I can't take the 80s seriously. Grinny says, like for example, I'm building a bridge to get to one of my islands, but it won't be built until tomorrow, which means I have to wait to build houses on my islands. It's a whole thing, and there are too many combos going on at once, and I'm getting confused. Huh. So it's real time. So Animal Crossing is real time. Why is everyone talking to each other on Twitter about wanting eggs and lilies? Is this some kind of like large? Is this like an MMO? Is Animal Crossing an MMO where you hook up with your friends and trade materials? Neon Pink is the only serious killer. But Trooper, Mulan had Make a Man of You because it was a musical. Right. And that was the song that I liked. Right. That was like the best song, but I just thought it didn't need most of the rest of them. That's what I was feeling like. To be fair, I don't think the 80s took the 80s seriously. I took the 80s seriously when I was in the 80s. I was a very serious little emo person. I took things very seriously. The 80s was like also had like Tears for Fears and all of that business. Right. I'm gonna go play Animal Crossing and try to get more people on my island. I don't know how that works. Eggs is the Easter event. Oh. And that's why the 80s were awesome. Well, yes. It's the one good song. But music have a long and storied history of having only one good song. I do not disagree with you, Krellin. I do not disagree with you. I still have to watch I have to watch the Jesus Christ Superstar on YouTube with Tim Minchin. I have to see that one. There's a whole economy. Islands start with different kinds of fruit trees, and selling them on an island that doesn't have that fruit gives you more gold or whatever. And you sell them to actual people. Is that right? Yes? I'm going to do a little bit of inventory management. Neon 80 and Binkies. Short Circuit, The Police Academy, The Rise of Weird Al, Ross Perot. Come on, Trooper. But also The Cure, Joy Division, Tears for Fears. You know, like all decades have got their complicatedness. It is real time. Eggs and lilies are things that are needed for crafting, I'm thinking. She said, getting sucked back into chat again. Hey, you know what? If you want to tell us about Animal Crossing and I can learn things, I won't, you know. Well, the corresponding vendor PCs on a friend's island. Oh. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to squeeze in. Oh. Nana, yep. Tears for Fears wasn't serious. Have you heard like anything they did? Yes, I did. The Hurting was all about like angsty childhood trauma. A lot of Falco. Tears for yeah. I will not forget Nina. Let's see. I need to No. That's what I need to do. Come on, Trooper Halcyon World. Isn't the purpose of Animal Crossing to build and get neck deep in debt to a raccoon? Oh, there's raccoon debt. So you had to be counterculture to be serious in the 80s? Oh, I'm sure. But the thing is, I think the thing is that a lot of people take themselves seriously all the time. And while there are certainly fun things in the 80s, I think a lot of people were like, I mean, I think a lot of people were serious. I don't think you had to be counterculture, but there was an entire counterculture that was super, super grimdark. So like there was an entire counterculture that was built around being grimdark, shall we say? Let's break this down. Yeah, that's fine. And we'll break this one down because that puts us underweight, everyone. Angst and big shoulder pads. It's bad when Krell and I agree and are teasing Trooper. Hey, it's fine. It's fine. Wait. Somebody... Cookster KC. Hello, Cookster KC. How are you? We don't allow posting of links unless you're a regular. Once you're a regular, then you can post links all you like. But you've got to hang out first for a while. That's all. Look, just because they thought they were serious doesn't mean they were serious. That's like saying Warhammer 40k is serious because in the Grim Darkness of the Future there was only war. Well, but I think the difference is that Warhammer 40k is meant to be satire, right? But Tears for Fears, when they were talking about like their childhood abuse, they weren't meaning that to be satire. They were like trying to be serious about it. Now, maybe somebody can't take them seriously because they're like, oh, I cannot believe you're so whiny or whatever. But I think that's not the same thing. Oops. That was not what I wanted to do. Hi. No worries. Just want to say that yes, it is. Yes, it is. I think we have it linked in our Discord. Also, by the way, I have a great gun and I cannot find it now. And that's really awkward. Oh no. Oh, no worries at all. No worries. Yeah, but we're very... Okay, look. I had a really good gun. It's this one. Good. We're good. And I'm underweight, so I can hang out now. Look, I don't feel comfortable talking to the iconoclasts and exploring this place without my vicar. I feel like I should have my vicar with us. I think. Yeah, I think, and also, Cookster KC, have you watched it yet? Have you watched it? Have you watched the Jesus Christ Superstar on YouTube? If you have, how was it? Talk to us about it. I am interested. That would be, yeah, look, there's a whole iconoclast thing, but I don't think I should go there without my vicar because that doesn't feel right. That's what I feel like. Not in full, no. It's on the agenda for today, so it was funny that you mentioned it. Oh, cool. They're not that kind of iconoclasts, but they're talking about philosophists, which means, you know, they're talking religion, and I feel like I should just have my yeah. Yeah. So, here's what's up, everybody. Because I really feel strongly about that I want to do this and I want to come back here, I'm going to go to my ship and celebrate ruins. Yeah, I'm going to go to my ship because I want to have my vicar with me when I go into this cult compound, because I feel like he has things to say. They are sociopolitical. Liquor is nice, but the vicar is quicker. This is true. But he might, because like if they're going to talk about philosophers, I bet he'd have something to say. And so I'm going to switch out Felix for the vicar, and see what he has to say. This may be a bad idea, but right? I mean, that seems like it may not be that bad of an idea. You know, Krellin, I should tell you something. We had a Taco Bell not too far from where I lived, and I was, but I think they shut down. I think they shut down because of the coronavirus situation, I think. And I cannot confirm this, but this seems to be the case. Let's oh. Oh, they got expensive suddenly? Well, Stacy owns the DVD, so we'll be watching it tomorrow. Sort of our family's Easter tradition. Oh. I think I'll make a quiche since I can't go visit family. That makes me sad. That makes me sad. By the way, the crew of City of Light and Shadow got 2 major milestones in a row, but they got all sorts of stuff done, so that's fine. I don't know when they'll get their next major milestone. It's gonna be like 12 sessions, 12 to 16 sessions, and so they should probably get about 3 major milestones total. They've got 2, so they've got another one coming, and maybe like a personal one. Oh, I remember you. I talked to you once time ago. Help me with some ingredients, and then left me alone. I like you. Introvert love. Isn't that bad? Not good for you. All fast food is bad for you. Well, I mean, I suppose there's some fast food that's less bad for you. But you do need to eat food. You know, that is a thing that does need to happen. Life is bad for you. That is also true. I'm here. You know, if
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
What are these woolly cows doing here? What are these woolly cows doing here? What are these woolly cows doing on my ship? What are these cows doing on my ship? Did anybody notice there are cows on my ship? It is a Firefly reference. It is indeed. I still want to know what they're doing here. Like, I have a question about that. That's all. So I'm gonna just delete some. No. Yes. No. No. Krellin, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, get rid of stuff. They look. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just see if there are better weapons than what I have, and if so, I'll trade some out. Also, that shrink ray seems not exciting. This is a long gun. We're looking at some kind of sniper rifle. Some jobs are stealing sci-fi weapons from overrun labs. Some are moving around cows. It's true. Sell all your trash. No. Wait. Okay. See, I was gonna say something about your first half, but then you got to the second half, and I was like, well, that's fair. Sell all your trash, and trash is more than junk. I'm gonna, what is it? Assault rifle? No, that's not what I want. Also, there are no more companions to get, so you don't have to excuse what if I need this. Right. Hunting rifle ultra. I'm trying to figure out what is this that I have? I have the Deadeye assault rifle. Magazine size 6. I'm looking. What is this? This is a 288. I'm looking for like a low magazine rifle that is better than what I have, and if I don't have anything better, you know, I will get rid of things. I'm gonna clear out stuff. You will never. I will. And look, I'm totally gonna do that. I'm just looking to see if I have something better. I don't want to trash things before I check if I have better things. That's all. I'm just checking. And then if it turns out nothing I have is better, then it's gone. Also, there's a box room on the ship. You can stick your... Yeah, I will do that too. So this is like 1,000, so that's really good. This is 288, which I suppose is better than what I got. That's an assault rifle at 736, which I think is pretty good. And I feel like this... I just don't... I'm going to just see if I have a better assault rifle, which I probably don't. Because that's 7... You know, that's a lot. And if I don't, then I'm good. But then I have to just check my peoples. Oh, there's a shotgun. Keep anything with a background picture, yeah. So do we think this shrink ray is stupid? Is my question. Do we think the shrink ray that I have is just sort of dumb? And that instead of a shrink ray, I should have this shotgun? It's a question I have, because you gave it to one of your companions? Huh. The shrink ray? Yeah. Yeah. That just seems... And I don't know if I'm going to do that. The rifle science weapon is your favorite? I don't think I have that. Yeah, I don't think I have that one. So here's my thought, everyone. I'm going to take the science weapon off, and I'm going to get that shotgun. Bola says, Vicar is pleased the ship has new members who have not yet been converted to the cult. Felix, on the other hand, may be worried the newly visitors may eat his collectible sport cards. Understandable, because let me equip this. I will equip it here. We have decided to swap that out, is what we've decided to do. And I think I've got as good of armor as I'm going to have right now. Collectible sports cards are pretty delicious. That's true, they are. Well, this is a 30. And this is a 33. It is, I think it's better armor, but, right? I mean, I'll keep it around in case somehow I need it, but I think I'm kind of fine. So we should just make sure that our friends have got the best. The best. Speaking of collectible sports cards. No, but like I don't want my companions to have some kind of super crappy weapon. No, but Krillin, once I check, then I can, you know, ditch it. Right? Like I just have to check first. Then once I check that I don't have anything better, then I get rid of all my extra stuff. Right? Like I feel like that makes sense. You just have to like make sure that, like, because it would be really bad if I had some amazingly awesome weapon that I got rid of because I, you know, I feel like this makes sense. I feel like it makes sense. All right. And then what is this? I feel like this is a Sentry Saber that's 268 one-handed melee. 268. Do we have anything better than that? Probably not. Hey, I have a question though, actually, about our science weapons. If our science weapons, I have a question. No, but my companions might melee. I'm just checking to see if my companions need it. And if they need it, then I will give it to them. But if they don't need it, then I will get rid of it. But I have to check first. I can't just go all willy-nilly, not checking if there's like a... Because, like, what if I have, like, the best weapon for my companion, and then I don't give it to them, and then I delete it, and they're stuck wearing, like, crappy... Like, she's got this light armor that's 11. Yeah. But if I keep getting others and keep ditching them and not giving it, like, I'm just saying that I should probably check to make sure that I don't have something better. That's all. Because I would be sad if I had some, like, you know, like, because, like, what if they're carrying crappy weapons? That looks good for him. That also looks good for him. I don't think I can beat that. But, like, for example, I haven't checked Nyoka. I don't know if she's got good things or not. That machine gun looks really good. But that tremor coil to two-handed melee, 175, I bet I could get something better than that. Right? Like, I bet I have something that's better than that. I'm just saying. Ooh, I said 175, right? And if I could, then I would feel bad if I didn't. Oh, hold on a second. This is a one-handed melee for 340. Oh. Ellie should be using that. Oh my gosh. We need to swap that out real fast. Because that's way better. See? But you're going to get them. I'm not going to get them. Like, they're going to live. They're going to live. Anyway, we're walking out. I'm not ditching any of my stuff right now. I'll do that later. I'm going to go out to the world. Out with the vicar. But they revive with their gear. But my point is that if they're... We're taking you. And we're taking you. Oop. No, not you. You. There we go. But here's the thing. Like, if they're, like, having, like, crap... Wait. They revive with their gear? Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean they revive with their gear? Levi, what does that mean? Are you saying that if I give them new gear that's better than their current gear, and they die and they wake up again, they have their old gear back? No, that can't be right. Okay. I'm just saying that they need to have, like, the best gear possible. And once I give them the best gear possible, then I can go and, you know... and then by the way, I'm gonna map out. But when I give them the best gear possible, here we go. Oops. Here we go. Nope. Just want to fast travel here. Ugh. Whatever. I just want to give them the best gear that I can so that then I can clear out my inventory and get rid of all the other stuff. And then when I clear out my inventory, get rid of all the other stuff, then I can then collect more stuff. But, like, I feel like you have to do that round where you go through... Because, like, you know, okay, I was playing Dragon Age Inquisition at one point in time. And I was just playing it, and I was having a good time. And then everybody was dying all the time. Like, I just couldn't get through anything. And I was like, I wonder why I'm dying. And it was because I hadn't leveled up anybody's gear. I was still wearing, like, level 2 armor. And I was fighting not level 2 things. And, you know, just pondering that for a little bit might be a good thing. To make sure that you're not, you know... It's like, it's the swap out. Also, I'm interested to see what Vicar Max is going to say. Because, you know, I bet he'll have thoughts. I'll bet he'll have thoughts. You know, I have to tell you about what I'm doing this week and next week because I have news and I have to share that news with you all. But I feel like I shouldn't share it now because it's like 2:17. It seems like it's not the right time to do it. Yeah, a lot of trainers train you that getting rid of stuff is bad, but be honest, you'll never take the healer out. Oh, but I did have her with me at one point in time, and like I might take it. I think it depends on like the environment or missing something. Yeah, like the Sierra games. And like you need every bit of string because you don't know if that string ends up going to be important for a puzzle later on. I'm going to put this weapon away. Hello.
May the eternal truth guide you.
So let's.
This armor itches something awful.
Okay. Hello, Bronson.
Welcome to the Emporium. I'm Bronson.
It's Skyrim in space. Skyrim in space. I'm Jessica Carmichael. You want to start out here?
It ain't really a store. Think of me more like a quartermaster, and a chef, and a handyman, and whatever else we need.
You're a chef?
Cooking's my true passion.
Oh.
You need a Raptidon to taste good? Bring it here, and I'll work a miracle or two.
By miracle, he means salt. He adds salt and calls it cuisine.
Hey, don't go spilling my secrets. You're just mad we cut you off.
Lady's got a right to drink, damn you.
You be careful. Don't let this one near your medical supplies.
Ugh.
She ain't picky as to the difference between pure alcohol and distilled spirits.
Well, that's a problem. Let's just trade, huh? I don't know why I'm trading with you because I'm not really going to get rid of anything or buy anything, but that's cool. Well, maybe. Yeah, I should repair stuff because I didn't do that. Yeah, that's fine. Bronson likes spice food, it seems. Look, Nuka doesn't do things halfway, including alcoholism. That's fair. That's fair. You know, she is committed. She is committed to her alcoholism. And yeah, he likes spicy foods. I just don't know if lots of salt counts as spicy foods. We're gonna ooh, that light machine gun has great damage. That has great damage. More damage than I'm very excited about that damage. Well, I just want you to know that I'm in stress about all the things in my inventory, some of which needs to go away somewhere, and I don't want them to go anywhere. But we'll get rid of this one. See, I have gotten rid of things. Not the worst. There, I just got rid of a whole nother thing. That's it. Oh, hey, what is this? Yeah, type of damage too, exactly. Bronson maintains a record of strange special equipment requests beyond the normal firearms, ammunition, and medicine that the iconoclast burn through at an alarming rate. Most of his list is crossed out, but a few items haven't yet been fulfilled. Zora, Force Might Belt Gel, may not actually exist. Graham, Dissident Hunter number 17. Huxley, Anti-Clea Wrap Be Gone, also may not actually exist. Huxley, any book on terminal repair. And Carl, Prime Glue Adhesives. Huh. Interesting. Will that be useful for me to know later? We need to talk to the big guy. You know?
Carry on.
All right.
Damn philosophists.
The folks in Amber Heights always manage to find a bottle or two of the good stuff. Keen scavengers, I tell you.
See, I knew that having Max here, Vicar Max here, would be useful.
You meditate today? If not, you should.
This is what I'm saying. I feel like there's gonna be some snark from Max all throughout this place.
Ugh, my stomach.
You know, speaking of types of damage, what are they good for? I mean, I suppose electrical's good against machines.
Zora sends me on next.
I'm gonna ooh. Marked magazine. In this copy of Dissident Hunter, the hero braves the dangerous hellhole that is Monarch. Numerous edits are scratched into the text, and a number of the villainous dissidents have had mustaches and hats drawn onto them. Only thing saltier than Bronson Raptidon steak is Jezza who misloot. Oh, I would hate that. That makes me super salty. This is Huxley's terminal. Stay out. That means you. Ooh. Error. Due to external damage, this device can no longer store more than 4 logs. Please contact your assigned terminal engineer to replace the storage device. Oh. I can do that. Let's look at the diary, shall we? Dear Diary, Graham taught me how to meditate today. You close your eyes and you breathe in real deep and try not to cough. And you just listen to yourself. You know how sometimes you'll be hiding from a mantiqueen? You're trying to be quiet so you focus real hard on your breathing, and you can hear your heartbeat, and you think, how can this mantiqueen not even hear me? All of a sudden, you have to sneeze. It reminds you of that time when you were coming back with a delivery. As you're putting it on Zora's table, you sneezed, and it slipped and a bunch of things broke. Meditating is like that, only you're supposed to think of these things on purpose. Graham calls it, I don't remember what he calls it, Reco something. He says it's your own eternal truth bubbling up to the surface, and the things you remember are what you're supposed to focus on and try and improve. When we meditated, I mostly remembered that sitting on rocks hurts. Maybe I'm supposed to toughen up my tailbone? Ooh, wrong button. Dear Diary Part 2. Zora's really smart, but you know what? Sometimes she can be such a bitch. I was supposed to get some info for her from Cascadia, but I couldn't find a way over without going through Marauders, so I gave up and stopped in at Fallbrook to pick up some supplies instead. While I was there, Chastity dropped in for a few games of whist. She's so cool. She's always playing games there. When I lose bits, I get really upset. I don't have much, so losing what I have, it hurts, you know? But Chastity can drop like thousands on a single game and she's fine. Well, sometimes she drinks a bit and slams the table and storms out, but still, mostly she's cool about it, and I admire that. Anyway, when I got back, Zora yelled at me because I was a little late. Something about medicine not getting here fast enough. Sigh. Graham just said to try not to lose track of time on my next rum, and I promised I would. See, that's how you teach someone. Don't gotta yell, make them feel bad. Dear Diary. Today, Zora gave me permission to buy ammunition from Bronson. I don't think I want to, but she said I should just in case. But guns are like really loud. I'd rather just run away than shoot one. Still, I'm kind of proud. Zora said it was like a promotion for something I found in the wilderness. I think it's a code for a door, but I'm not sure why it's important. I can't even get near the place without getting attacked. I asked her what a promotion is, and she smiled in a really sad way and told me I shouldn't worry about it. This is weird. Dear Diary. This will be my last entry. Sorry, Diary. You've been a very good listener, but our time has come to an end. This terminal was making a horrible beeping noise yesterday, and someone smashed it while I was out, and now I can't save more diaries. Milton can't fix it, and plus, he says I should stop coming into his house to write them when he's not around. Whoever smashed this poor terminal, if you're reading this, suck sulfur. Look, I'm just going to go and fix it, because I can do that. Storage capacity increased. Logs prior to the most recent 4 entries are unretrievable, but new entries may now be saved. See? I like to be helpful. And I was. And is this a washing machine? No, it's a stove. The fact that their washing machines look like, their stoves look like washing machines is a little bit... Oh, I can't steal this, can I? But I can hack it.
What do you think you're doing?
I was just leaving.
I still ain't sure about this, but go on.
Thanks. Look, I didn't mean to... I wasn't going to steal anything with you right there. Jeez. I was just picking the lock because it was fun. Whatever. In which case, I'm going to just pick your pocket then. There. That's Jezza helping the common man. That's what I do. I help the common man, and then sometimes I steal from the common man. Like this one. Just gonna... I need to not press that button. That's what I need to do. Just because I really feel like pickpocketing from them is just a thing that people sometimes do. Also, what is this? I'm gonna take it. Don't... Look, I realize that people might think that what I'm doing is sketch. But is it? No. It's not. One of these days may have a song about you, like the man they call Jane. Maybe. Maybe. That would be awesome. Yes, Trooper is completely sketch. You sat at -2 for a good 15 minutes. I wonder if I can,
I ought to mention.
What?
The Iconoclasts are loyal folk. Treat them right, they'll do the same. Turn on them, they'll open fire without a second thought.
Damned philosophists.
Hey, there's Bradford. Hello. You got cool hair.
Ain't seen you before. You from one of the outer steads or what?
Yeah, I'll just lie, because that'll... I see your judgy face.
You poor son.
I see your judgy face.
I hear tell the dust storms get even worse out there.
I see it.
Welcome to the heart of Iconoclast country, brother.
Hey there, brother. Who's in charge?
In charge? Huh. We're Iconoclasts. Every soul a sovereign power. We do for each other on account of it needing to be done. Not because some fancy-pants manager said to. Now, you want to rephrase that question, maybe ask who's respected hereabouts, I can give you a sensible answer.
I'm gonna use perception. Somebody's organizing things. You've got posted guards.
Every soul here knows to keep a weather eye out. Everyone's lost somebody to the wildlife.
Uh-huh.
That didn't stop Ms. Zora from picking a few souls and imposing a schedule.
I see.
Be here then, leave there later.
Mm-hmm.
Downright on-icon... in-icon... Well, it ain't what we do.
Uh-huh.
Take that on top of what happened on the northern expedition. She and Graham are exchanging harsher words than usual.
What makes Graham and Zora such a big deal?
When the monarchists wanted to settle down and play nice with the board, Graham was the one that took a stand. He's the reason we're here, breathing free air.
Uh-huh.
Zora's our best sawbones. Nearly every soul here owes her their life. She's got funny ways, but they work.
You said Graham and Zora argue a lot. That's interesting.
Well, sure. It's on account of how we all work.
They do glow.
No iconoclast makes another do as they say just because. You gotta convince them.
Uh-huh.
That Graham and Zora argue all the time just says the process is working. Vigorous intellectual debate. You see?
That sounds like it would not work for people who are conflict averse, or have social anxiety, or who don't like to argue. That sounds like that wouldn't work so well for those groups. I'm just noting.
Welcome
Just
to Monarch.
noting.
The animals think you're tasty, the fungus thinks your lungs are a great place to plant spores. That ain't enough? Look at the sky. Olympus yanks this moon about like a drunk dancer. Storms to curl your hair and quakes to rattle your brain pan.
I'm gonna see you around. So let's, I feel like that's the way we're supposed to go. Keep your spores to yourself. Oh, got a little change in my pocket, going ching-a-ling-a-ling. I'm not calling the telephone, baby. Gonna give you a ring. But each time I call, it's always the same thing. Always no hugging, no kissing, till I get a wedding ring. My honey, my baby, don't put my love on no shelf. She said, don't hand me no lines, and keep your spores to yourself. Hey, Rissa, thank you. I appreciate that our brains went the same place.
As you were.
Because then I feel...
Right. How many good folk we gonna lose to our missions?
That's just the way of it. We gotta earn our keep out here.
That don't mean we ought to be following her into the jaws of a mantiqueen.
You'd rather sit on your thumbs and starve?
No. All I'm saying is she gotta be more careful throwing away lives like that.
Interesting. A little bit of debate going on there.
Carry on.
Interesting. Look, I don't have anything against them. I'm sure Vicar Max will.
All these kills recently? No good meat on any of them.
Well, why don't I just take that good meat that's on them? I mean, you don't need it. I mean, you're probably starving, so you probably do, but whatever.
Huh?
I suppose I could... Well, I won't pickpocket it. But I appreciate... Ooh. Oh. I bet this is where we'll find Zora. Are you in here? Oh. Do you think these people are dead or sleeping? They kind of look like they're dead. But I'm not certain about that. You know? However, while we're here, let's just steal all this. While we're here. And then, steal that too. And then we'll look at this and we'll see what's up. Ezekiel, manta infested. Tried antibioticals, no effect. Alcohol poisoning, no effect. Acid drip, no effect. Current status, no longer with us. Ronnie, fractured ankle, left. Current status, splinted, rested, recovering. Ivers, multiple bullet wounds. Chest, arm right, leg right. Current status, no longer bleeding out, but a couple of shells still remain. Recovery unlikely. Milson, acid burns. Face, hand left, arm left. Current status, ointments, gauze, a lot of booze. Huh. I wonder if I like her. I don't know her yet. I wonder if I like her. Hey, does that look like a two-story building? And if it is a two-story building, yeah, this is a two-story building. How do I get to the second floor? Maybe I don't, and I just suffer. Which seems inappropriate. I'm going to do a 360 around the building, just to see if I actually can get to the second floor, or if that is impossible. No, see, look at that. See, I was right. I could get to the second floor. This is me being observant. Perhaps I could be more observant. I don't know. But sealed? What do you mean sealed? I was just prevented from being able to enter a second floor of a building, and I feel that's messed up. I should not be prevented from going anywhere. These are iconoclast, right? Don't iconoclast let you do whatever you want, however you want, all the time? Isn't that their thing? Apparently they're not that iconoclastic. Apparently it's a lie.
Not so fast. What do you think you're doing?
I was just leaving.
I still ain't sure about this, but go on.
Let me close this door. If I'm gonna, steal some of your stuff, I should probably just close the door. Which is what I'll do. That's it. We'll just... I really need to take more... I need to eat more stuff. But it's cool. What's up? What is this place? Oh. It's a bit of a bar. That's cool. Hi. I'm gonna put the gun away, because it might be upsetting you.
Huh.
Oh, you're just not gonna talk to me. I didn't mean to. I stole things from them twice where they could see me. I just...
Yeah. We felled it, mind.
Oh.
But we lost 2 runners and 5 gun hands.
Ooh.
Total failure then.
Hey, Chris Twitch.
So much for the ruins.
And hell only knows where the Van Noys are. They never showed.
I'm sure they're... let's talk later. It seems we have company.
I'd love to know more about what you're talking about. Right? It's a nice bar. Although they don't seem to want to chat with me. But I want to chat with you all. You know what? I'm not going to chat with you first. I'm going to actually just... You have a big gun. I'm going to just go into this back room. And... would like to steal your stuff, but you're all right here in my face, so I'm just going to go and use your terminal instead. Welcome to Grand Bryant's personal conglomeration of notes, theories, and findings regarding philosophism and how it informs our lives. I have organized into 3 categories: the iconoclasts, the halcyon colony, and the universe. Let's access files in the halcyon colony. Oh. The board's lies, the oppression must end. I didn't mean to get caught. Crit Twitch, how are you doing? The dangers of a corporate society, Sanjar and the betrayal of his truth. The board vastly overestimates their authority and grasp on power. Without the Earth Directorate's military might to back them up, they would not be able to maintain their life-draining grip on the colony's throat. They spread lies and misinformation and confuse and oppress the masses. Perhaps that's one of the reasons they have not allowed any colony ships since the Hope's disappearance. They've had 70 years to condition their good little workers to follow the directives unquestioningly. Their lies become more and more transparent as the years pass, and will soon be too obvious for even the most deluded colonists to see. The oppression must end. A man from Byzantium told us of an acquaintance who had been arrested for carrying philosophist texts, not teaching, not evangelizing, just carrying. They oppress any truths that threaten their corrupt structure. Is this what we want? Do we want to live in a society where we can be sent to Tartarus for our beliefs? No! Their workers' minds are poisoned, their will shackled, their dreams hamstrung. This can stand no longer. We must tear this entire regime down. Critwitch, well, trying to get logged into my router. Why was it late? You know, I understand that one. It was supposed to be temporary, so I guess I didn't save the creds anywhere. Oh no. I actually was having some computer problems as well. It seemed to be fixed, but you know. This was about the corporate society. I hope to someday publish a greater work in which I can more expansively lay out what is so clear to me, that our society's obsession with a corporate-run life has stifled and crippled humanity's ability to grow. Alas, for now, I can only collect my scattered thoughts into this barely functional machine. In my younger and more vulnerable days, I bought into the attraction of a corporate ladder. I measured a quantifiable way with which to judge oneself against one's peers. It provided motivation, meaning. Yet, my spirit longed for more than just a paycheck. It yearned to reach out and connect with my fellow man. It sought a connection. It sought kin. It sought a familial unit. The corporations claim that they are familiar, that they are that familial unit. They treat us like pets. We beg for scraps at the table, and if they are so kind as to drop one, we praise the ground they tread on, while they usher us into kennels called homes. We attach ourselves to contractually obligated familial units, strangers to whom we share no more connection than the employer seeking to empower themselves by our unions. We bear children out of obligation to our executives who demand constant workforce. We slave away in the vain hope that someday we too will be like those executives, until the day we die and are processed, burned, and filed away as another tick on a human resource paperwork. We have built ourselves into a cold, unthinking, efficient machine, and in so doing, have abandoned all the warmth humanity is capable of. I weep for us all. Sanjar and the betrayal of his truth. I often recall my former friend, who once sought to dismantle the corporations, as I still do. When he took ownership of our corporation, I held him in such contempt. I called him a coward, a betrayer. He's becoming the very thing we hated. Now I'm not so sure. Recently, I've come to accept that his heart was more closed than mine. I cannot expect every man to be able to open himself to the eternal truth as I have. Some are just not capable. And so it is a tragic thing. Tragic that he's weaker than I'd hoped, that he cannot fight for a cause. I can empathize with tragedy. Should the day come when the metal of our spirits clash against one another, that empathy will shield me from guilt. Like the board, he now stands across our path, arms crossed, stubbornly resistant to the eternal truth. Like the board, he spreads and he celebrates the poison that cripples our society. Like the board, his stubbornness will only blind him to his inevitable fall. Tragic. Ooh, that's a little rough. I don't know how I feel. I just have mixed feelings about all of that. I don't know how I feel about it. Access files on the iconoclasts. Personal thoughts regarding Zora. For someone who's so committed to the iconoclast way, I fear that Zora is slipping off the true path. More and more often, I fear her attachment to the materialism of our oppressors sway her decisions, more than the search for the guiding truth that will save us. She often tells me that our people are hungry. Why, I agree. Their spirits long for fulfillment, a much more powerful power than any pang of an empty gut. See, that's where you're losing me again. Graham, people do need food. They need food. Come on now. Teaching notes. Of all the things to motivate a person, I'm finding freedom has been the most powerful. Many of them still remember being slaves to the corporate structure. Recalling those painful memories lights their fire anew. A man from Fallbrook stopped through on his way to Stellar Bay. After thumbing through our pamphlet, he asked me how we can survive without money. I found an appropriate metaphor in gas masks. When clearing a mantis worm's nest, we wear masks to ward off poisonous fumes. Even after the nest is cleared, the fumes may remain for some time. Thus, we wear the masks until we are safe to breathe. Until the very last dregs of our poisonous corporation society are gone, the attachment to bits will remain. Though their use is uncomfortable, and though they stifle our spirit just as the masks are ill-fitting and limit our vision, we must persist with them until we can cast them aside. Interesting. Shifting priorities. As our numbers grow, I find that more and more of our population turns to the written word of my pamphlets. I'm happy to continue making them, but I must find a more efficient way to print and distribute this reading material. I wonder if that old printing press might be convinced to run once more. Wouldn't that be something? To return to my duties as editor and publication, only this time of my own control, and not stifled by the rules and regulations of style guides and grammar books. Nobody will tell me where to put a comma. I'll put them where they belong, as decreed by the eternal truth. Hey, J-Rab, how are you doing? I don't know. I mean, I suppose these are what they are. We'll check out his files in the universe. Influence drift. When I realized the truth of philosophism, I immediately wondered how I can be the first to recognize the poisonous spiral that has shaped our society. Then one day I was talking to, of all people, Huxley. She once lamented that she'd like nothing more than a pet canid. I confess to know very little about animal behavior, as I'm much more concerned with the animal that is mankind, but I stressed that I didn't think that such a thing was possible. She let it go, but some weeks later, Zora reported the strangest thing, stories of a marauder with a canid follower. I don't know if it had been sighted here or on Terra 2, but I immediately thought of Huxley and her reckless, wild imagination. I wondered if she had told other people, and if word had spread of the possibility until it wriggled its way into the minds of marauders somewhere. Ideas are insidious. Even a marauder, mindless husk that it is, can be convinced of an idea, there must be hope for the workers of this colony, poisoned as they are against the eternal truth. We can shout so loudly that the truth inches its way into the collective consciousness. I'm confident it will spread to the rest of the cosmos. I don't know how I feel about this whole eternal truth thing. I personally am always very skeptical of eternal truths, so it makes me nervous. The suppression of the truth. It's very difficult to face the eternal truth, that everything happens for a reason, that life and everything in it is the will of the cosmic consciousness. It can be a terrifying one. There's an urge among us all to control the parameters of one's life. The urge is so powerful that it suppresses the eternal truth, simply by existing. Mankind has not shed the weight of its own shackles, and so I find that spreading philosophism is unnecessarily difficult. But the universe cannot suppress it forever. Biology changes, creatures adapt and evolve. We overcome our urges for the better of our species. Someday, our minds will be born more open to this idea. Until then, I must not abandon hope. Is there an eternal truth? Maybe the eternal truth is... I mean, he certainly is a true believer. Certainly is that. Well, let's talk to him first.
A stranger comes to our home.
Yep.
If you're looking for a path to walk, you've found one. If you're looking for a teacher, I am one. Welcome to the Iconoclasts.
I'm going to be a little pokey. I'm going to say, this is Amber Heights. I expected more altars or incense, or both.
Shed the trappings of a materialistic life, Captain. You'll find your soul much less burdened.
Cool.
Also, we're broke.
Yes. If we were meant to enjoy the things that glitter and shine, the universe would provide them.
Huh. Okay. I'm gonna say it has provided them on store shelves, but I mean that in terms of stealing things.
No. There's a difference. Come back for a meditation session later. The peace will clear your mind.
And I shudder to think how wasteful we used to be before we were abandoned.
Here, here. You're from Cascadia, right? I still find empty Rizzo bottles in the river.
Ugh, in fairness, I give my right tit for a pallet of ice-cold Spectrum right now.
Zora, do not encourage the very habits that the eternal truth has finally steered us away from. Now, why have you come?
Tell me about the Iconoclasts.
The Iconoclasts are free folk. We live under our rules, motivated by our own beliefs, all petals on the same flower of enlightenment. Meanwhile, the board strangles the will of its workers. It is the penultimate exercise of a poisoned society where people are enslaved by a corporate ladder. We seek to replace their way of life with ours. Philosophism is the key to unlocking their shackles.
I don't know what to say. I'm gonna say, is this why the board is cordoned off Monarch? Because it's the least neutral?
Oh, yes. Gunships hover in our skies, ready for the day they decide to come to our doors waving banners of war. The perception of visionaries is often tainted by the lies of their oppressors. A sad state of affairs, to be sure. All right.
You know, I've heard people mention about an Amber Heights massacre. What happened?
I'm sorry. As long as it's been, I'd still rather not speak of it. That was a painful day for us all.
I will say, why? Did you have family here?
All people are part of the Philosophist family. I've come to accept that, along with the additional weight of their deaths.
Why don't you tell me more about your teachings?
Awakening is available to all whose minds are ready to accept it. What would you like to know?
I would like to know what you think Bakonu meant when he wrote, "Your work is to discover the truth, and then with all your heart, give yourself to it."
Ah, how refreshing to have a scholar among us. Bakonu's text simply refers to our entire purpose, assisting the universe in realizing its own truth. Let it guide us as it will.
It refers to giving oneself over to the plan. It is not some paean to an invisible creator in the sky.
I'm gonna let them talk. I'm interested to see how this plays out.
Were there a truth to the grand plan in the first place, I and Bakonu might agree. But what we see as divine purpose is just one facet of the universe figuring itself out.
Yeah, that's right, Levi.
As a child looking at the leg of an elephant, unable to view it whole, we mistake the tiny scope of our understanding as the unfathomably large purpose of the universe.
You're not completely full of shit, I'll give you that. Even if you do twist things beyond recognition to suit your own beliefs.
Oh, keep going.
Were my teachings beyond recognition, I dare say I wouldn't have a small army of followers who understand and believe.
I owe you an apology. I expected you to be a complete idiot. I'd say you're actually more in the 25% idiocy range.
Likewise. Now, I'm sorry. What was it you were asking?
Not completely full of shit is the first compliment I've heard Vicar Max give, right? I hear the word eternal thrown around. Like, what is this? What is this eternal situation?
Ah, the eternal.
Yeah, what is it?
We are all part of the consciousness of the cosmos.
Mm-hmm.
Each of us plays a tiny role in the universe's continual journey toward understanding itself.
Mm-hmm.
You and I, and the rats and the mantis swarms. Divinity is in us all, and the eternal is that divinity.
Even the OSI? Are their members similarly divine?
Everyone, regardless of ability to believe, is another facet of the universe contemplating its own existence.
Ability to believe. I think you mean inability to tell fantasy from truth. which rules out any knowledgeable scientician.
Let us be clear. Neither of us
I'm
can
glad I
lay
brought
claim
Vicar
to
Max.
being knowledgeable on this topic. It is a matter of belief. It is not as if OSI has gone and proven anything. Regardless, what were you saying?
What do you mean by an awakening?
The point of no return. When your mind fully opens to the eternal truth. Every philosophist experiences it along the path to enlightenment. For many, it is the first brush with the cold of death, when they realize that all of their lives have boiled down into the single truth of that moment. Mine was witnessing my friend and colleague transform into the very evil we sought to combat. Now he runs MSI just like the overlords before him.
Wow. Vicar Max versus Brian, epic rock battles! This was definitely one for the Vicar. I'm glad that I brought the Vicar. So, So Sandra betrayed you, you turned to religion, and now here we are. But his workers enjoy much more freedom than those of the board. I'm going to just say that middle one.
Their leashes may be longer, but their collars are just as tight.
All right. Do you believe in a creator?
Not in the sense of a single entity, fashioning the universe as a whittler fashions a flute. The universe came into being over time, organically, naturally, and without purpose. In that sense, I suppose you could say that, in the interest of finding its purpose, the universe itself created all living things.
So you sort of think the universe...
The universe doesn't need to find its purpose. It is a mathematically perfect equation that gives mankind purpose.
Thank you, Jer.
That we'd consider ourselves in any way capable of understanding the universe, much less an equation that drives it, is nothing but hubris.
I'm enjoying these two. These two are having a delicious time with each other, aren't they? You know, I think I'm good.
Why have you come?
Oh, right, sorry. Who are you?
I am Graham Bryant. I brought the eternal truth to Monarch, and soon I'll bring it to the rest of the colony.
Huh. I am just looking for ways to help the people here. Anything need doing?
A great many things, in fact.
We could always use a hand rounding up supplies.
Or... Now here's an idea. There's an old printing press I've been trying to get up and running.
Wouldn't supplies help more?
Yes.
We will make do, as we always have.
I love her.
Spreading the word of our movement is of paramount importance.
I love Zora.
Will you aid us in our cause?
Yeah, sure.
Wonderful. I requisitioned replacement rollers for it some time ago. Huxley should have delivered them yesterday. Speaking of which, where is Huxley?
You bought rollers? You haven't even cleared the wraps out yet. What are you doing wasting bits on... Forget it. Huxley's still recovering. She won't be up for a run for a while yet.
It seems we're out a runner. If you intend to help our cause, I'll ask you to meet our MSI supplier in her stead.
Oh, MSI supplies you?
One of our sympathizers. A woman named Carlotta periodically buys goods on our behalf from Stellar Bay's store.
Interesting.
Stellar Bay has caught on, but they remain friendly, though the goods now come at a considerable markup.
Huxley, the runner from the Northern Ruins? I helped her get out of there.
So you're her mysterious
It's true.
savior. She sings your praises.
Oh, thanks.
That girl and her songs, so eager to learn, so bright-eyed, so tone-deaf.
Interesting. Now, where's the supplier?
She meets us in the ruins of Bayside Terrace. From our compound, follow the road north.
So, here's the thing. I will tell you. I'll be back.
Wonderful. While you're at it, I wonder if Carlotta still has those high-capacity cartridges? Grab a few, will you? There should be some funds left over from the last shipment. We can use them to copy and modify radio serials. Yes, not just magazines, but their precious dramas.
Unbelievable. I hope I don't have to tell you this, but if there is extra money, would you mind buying, I don't know, food and medicine?
Yeah.
Graham, if you need me, I'll be in triage.
I do want to talk to you, Zora, though. Wait, I want to talk to you.
What? Sorry. Long day.
But I wanted to talk to you.
Hey.
Ugh. So, like, I have, here's the thing. Here's where Jezza is at, and it's a little complicated. Jezza is very much a live and let live kind of person.
I've been mulling over everything with Graham and the Iconoclasts.
Oh, yeah?
Upon further reflection, Graham's not as much of an idiot as I thought he'd be. But in other ways, he's worse. I'd urge you to be careful in future dealings with him, Captain.
He's right here.
He's an unhinged zealot who lacks awareness of the consequences of his choices.
He's right here.
I wouldn't trust him to lead a crew, let alone a town-wide cult.
He's right here. He's right here. He's right next to us. You're talking about him right in front of him. Who would you trust to run Monarch?
As much as I usually appreciate the board's ordered approach to governance, in Monarch's case, they aren't really running anything so much as leaving everyone to rot. Unless you agree with them that the inhabitants of Monarch should be forced to evacuate, or die from their stubborn rebelliousness.
Which I don't.
Zora is militant, unbending, and ruthless for sure. I'd be hesitant to oppose her. But she gets results, and she doesn't suppress intelligent discourse. Can't say I agree with the Iconoclasts, but Zora has what it takes to save Monarch.
But what about Sanjar? There's some things I don't understand about your religion, because I've been in a, coma.
Yes?
Besides the Grand Architect and the plan, what else do you believe?
Scientism, as its name implies, believes that nature abhors equality.
Wow.
The strong survive, and the weak perish for the betterment of the whole.
Your religion sucks.
And reason, not emotion, is the seat of all morality.
Yeah, that's awful.
Wisdom means accepting the vicissitudes of life with grace and dignity.
Now that sounds like a cruel belief system.
I prefer to think of it as looking at reality for what it truly is, not how we'd like it to be.
Vicar Max, let's talk about something else.
Yes? Anything you'd like to discuss?
No, that's it. Vicar Max, I hate your religion. Like, I really do.
What's up?
Oh, I'm sure you've got all manner of hunting stories. Why don't you tell me one?
I took a job once to clear out a rap nest. Partnered up with
Yes,
a fellow out of
Vulpes.
Fallbrook who called himself Dirty Don. Bit on the shorter side. Had a penchant for cards. Thing is, he introduces himself, and the man is immaculate. Clean. He had a flowery presence to him. A pleasantness that didn't invade your space. He was just there, and you were glad for it.
So, why was he called Dirty Dawn?
When we set out to hunt down the Raptidons, I found out firsthand where his nickname came from. Dirty Don killed those Raptidons with his bare hands. His bare fucking hands, Captain. He was a whirlwind of grotesque primal fury.
Huh.
In the end, he stood drenched in blood over the entrails of a dozen raps.
Wow.
If he had a scratch on him, I wouldn't have been able to tell. It was glorious.
What happened to him? Is he still out there, tearing up the wildlife?
Day came when he tried to take on a mana queen.
Oh.
Got himself eaten one limb at a time. Wonder if he tasted like soap.
Well.
Oh well, live and learn. No matter how tough you are, if you're gonna fight something bigger than you, bring a firearm.
Yeah, sure.
What's up?
Can I ask you something?
What's with the pleasantries? You wanna know something, just ask.
You were around when the corporations left Monarch, right?
Yeah. At first, we all thought it was about damn time. I don't know if you've noticed, but Monarch ain't exactly easy on the spirit.
Fair.
Then it got uglier than a rat eating a sour grape.
I hear that a lot, but what happened exactly?
Everything that could have gone wrong did. Townships were promised evac shuttles that never came. Overland routes were attacked by marauders and wildlife. Supplies went missing, our equipment started corroding on account of the sulfur in the air. It was a fine mess.
I'll say you don't blame them for screwing up?
The folks responsible for the disaster that was the actual evacuation, maybe. The terraforming crew, sure. The corporations themselves, nah.
Huh.
That's just a system. It works fine so long as the leadership knows what they're doing.
Huh. I'll just ask, you think Halcyon just needs a change of leadership?
I'm not sure we need anything, Cap. We've had our growing pains, to be sure, but here we are. Still alive, still fighting. Long as nobody goes around trying to dismantle the whole thing, I think we'll be fine. Progress requires structure. Nobody's gonna build a sewer pipe or a road if they don't got a boss telling them to. The bureaucracy's necessary.
People were perfectly comfortable shitting in holes before we had comfortable sewers. I don't think they were comfortable. Eventually someone will take it up upon themselves to provide for the community. I don't know if that's true, because there are people who are criminals. Right? That's the problem with, like, nothing. The people who are criminals who will not provide, like, they will... I'll just say I never thought about it that way. Thanks for the perspective.
Anytime, Cap. What's up?
I want to talk to all of my companions all the time. That's really all I want to do. Is that bad? It's not bad. We're gonna finish looking through Monarch, this place, before we clear out for the day. You know, I've got a vague headache, so I might take a nap. Just... I don't... Maybe you don't need to know that. But why would I hide it from you? I'm just telling you how I feel. Whoop. Not bad, just a visual novel. Not this game. Yeah. Got a bunch of people wandering around. I don't know. I feel like this is a big problem. I feel like there's got to be something other than complete anarchy and corporate oppression. There's got to be, like, other options between those two things. Hello, Huxley. Is all I'm saying.
Oh, hello. Good to see you again.
Oh, thanks. I found your terminal. I fixed it up for you.
What, oh, in Milton's place?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Me and my diary have got some catching up to do.
No worries. You made it back.
Damn right. Ain't nothing in the wilderness can stop me. Except being locked up.
How are you holding up?
Well, on the way back, I twisted something in my leg, foot area. Where does my foot end and my leg begin?
At the ankle?
Wherever that is, it hurts.
Your ankle.
So, no runs for me for a little while. Time to kick back and relax.
How did you hurt your leg?
I did a dumb thing.
Yeah?
I was trying to get away from a terror ray. Usually, you can just get a ways from their nest and they'll stop following you. But this one was really persistent. Chased me for, I don't know, forever. Scratched me up back good. I barely got away. Then I tripped over a void damn rock. A rock! Not even a slippery one.
That's fair.
There's your iconoclast theory of chaos in action.
Mister, I don't know what chaos is, but rocks ain't got theories. They're rocks.
Volpez says, but this game is not that subtle. That is fair. Because I feel like there's just gotta be something in between those two extremes. That's all. And without the kicking, I assume.
Huh? Why?
Your leg.
Oh, ha! You're funny.
Thank you. And now how long will you be out of commission?
Till it stops hurting, I guess. Zora says I'll be fine in a month or so.
Wow. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I will see you around, Huxley. Look, there are all these things. I'm not, I wonder what my reputation is like with them. I wonder if it's really bad. If they hate me forever. Or if it's okay. This seems like a big building with lots of stuff, so let's go to these small buildings first. And then maybe we can, fix it all up.
Trash.
Yeah, look at him. Keeps making it. Fucking weird, Carl.
I don't think he can hear you. He's in the zone.
Trash tube zone.
I worry.
They're convenient. Fit together real nice.
Crit to Twitch!
Trash is trash. I don't care what shape it's in.
I will see when you get back. Let's see what's in here. And I bet whatever's... Oh, there's a person in here. Can't steal anything. Hi, Tucker.
Looks like I'm not the only new face around here. What do I call you, stranger?
It's Captain Hawthorne.
You here to join the iconoclasts? Help us free this world?
Yeah, it's... oh, I could check my reputation, but also, of course this guy's old.
I am not a little boy. Haven't been one for decades, no matter what my mama wishes. I take it she's still looking for me? Had hoped she'd accept my decision.
She made it seem like you were in danger. Asked me to rescue you.
According to her, stepping foot outside of the house in broad daylight is too dangerous. My entire life, she crammed a fear of danger down my throat. Don't go play with friends. Mantisaurs will tear your arms off. Don't leave the city. Raptidons will spit acid on your face. Marauders can violate you. You'd fall in a sulfur pool. I stuck around way too long, ruled by her fears. I'm 42 years old, but she still sees me as a little boy in need of her protection. I won't stand for it, I tell you.
That's fair. I'm not surprised about Tucker either. Oh, there was something about... Yeah, the game is not subtle. By the way, we're going to persuade him. Running away is for cowards. You need to face her and show you're a grown-up.
She doesn't want to see me as anything other than her baby boy. Why would I go back again? What'll be different this time?
You survived outside of Stellar Bay for weeks. Show her the skills you've learned.
You're right. I can do this.
Yeah.
I just need to stand my ground and make her see she can't control me anymore.
Yes.
No one can.
Do that. Anyway, it'll be better for you long term. Also, are you leaving? Are you leaving the room? Does that mean I can loot it? Ooh, there's a terminal. Are there other people in here that might see me stealing things? Because that would be sad. It's just, you know... Yeah, no, it's fine. We're going to loot all the things in this room. Because they're right here. And... we kind of... So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Very much live and let live, do your thing. You know what I mean? Like, do your thing. But the iconoclasts are evangelicals, and I don't like that. Like, I'd be cool with them being like, you, like, no rules. Like, woo, do your commune. That's cool. But they're evangelists, and I don't like evangelists. Just proving his mom right, the world is a dangerous place where your stuff gets stolen. That's true. I don't know who steals the stuff, though. That's weird. It does happen. Amber Heights routing terminal. Huxley, stay off this machine. I know your terminal's out of storage, but if you break this one, things are gonna go tits up around here. Anyone else, long as you know what you're doing, go ahead and clear out work orders out wherever you can. Ooh, steam coming out of the roof. Work order. System water flow. Submitter Milton. The pipes on the top of my house are gonna burst. They're leaking steam. Someone ought to fix this before they explode or the steam hurts somebody. I don't yet have the engineering, so I'm gonna have to get my engineering up when I level up. Remind me to come back here when I am. Remind me to come back here because right. Speaking of, I've got to bring my engineering up, and then I can do it. I'm surprised my engineering is not higher than this right now. Electric. Also, I'm gonna note that I'm just fixing these things because I'm here and bored, but if they didn't have someone to fix it, I don't know how their system would work very well. Whatever. Looks like sprats chew through the wires on the side of the bar. They're sparking up a storm. Let me just do that. Sealing the steam pipe to prevent it from exploding. Yeah, it seems like it doesn't work, but... steam. Haven't heard from the Wrapped House. Description. We ain't heard from the Wrapped House in a while. Sentinel Nova ain't heard from him either. Somebody needs to go check it out. I'm gonna reset that communications breaker. Like, I'm fixing all their work orders for them. And if I weren't here, I don't know how well their system would work. Whatever. Dear Diary. Descriptor. Ha! Ha! Hey, Zora! I figured out how to add work orders. Dear Diary. Eat it. I'm gonna erase this work order. I don't need that. And then the medical residence. Descriptor, the door to the examiner's residence above the med bay is stuck and it is completely sealed. Can someone get this thing open? Yes. There is one work order that I cannot fix that has to do with those steam pipes. I just need a little bit more engineering. That's my next goal. Everybody who's watching me, please do not let me forget. Don't let me forget that I want to up my engineering and then to clear this work order. Right? This is my, I will forget, you know how I am. So remind me when I get my next level up that what I want to do is level up my engineering and then fix that Steam thing. Just don't let me forget. Also, what is this? What did that do? I don't know. I'm an engineer. I pull levers. That seems fun. I hope I didn't explode anything. Yeah, and now I can loot that spot. And that's not a bad thing for me. But let's see what's happening in here. Got some iconoclast agitators, some riders. More riders. Oh, hello. Who are you?
Never seen you before.
Nope, I'm new. Yeah, I'm new here.
Take my advice. Move on. Get off-world if you can. If you can't, get to the bay. I've been halfway around T1. Monarch, they call it now. Been around it twice. Stood at the hot pole and the cold. Nothing on this moon for nobody. There's a lot of heartbreak.
Huh. Heartbreak? What happened to you here?
A great many things.
Yeah, tell me.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah?
You want to listen to an old man ramble? Might be a job in it for you.
All right, what's up?
I used to run with a squad of mercenaries here.
Go on.
Good folk.
Yeah?
Fella named Lamont introduced me.
Okay.
Thing is, I ain't seen them in an age. Stands to reason they got themselves ate.
Huh. Mercenaries? What'd they do?
Mostly we protect the folk from the beasts here.
Interesting.
If it spat, scratched, or stung, we'd kill it for you. So long as you had the bits.
Fair.
We split ways around the time this twice-fucked moon got abandoned. Thing is, I got myself some fond memories. We had some keepsakes of ours we kept in a lockbox. And I've been thinking about seeing it found.
You want... what if they're still alive?
I'll be glad for it, but I ain't stupid.
Yes.
This planet tends to get people killed. I just want some closure.
You want mementos, photographs?
Thereabouts.
Okay. And you can't find them yourself?
Getting on in years, kid.
That's fair.
Legs ain't working like they used to.
That's fair.
Sulfur burns a little too long in the lungs.
Fair.
This joint's looking like my last home.
All right, one lockbox coming right up.
Appreciate it,
I'll
kid.
do it.
I'm marking outposts on your map.
Thank you.
Spend a lot of time out there. Might be a good place to start. Here's a key for the door.
Oh, well, that's interesting. I like doors. I like doors. That doesn't displease me in the least. Also, it doesn't look like... Oh no, there's a person right over there. If I start stealing things, it's gonna see me. Whatever. So rude. They are not... Do you think I could... I want to open this door. Let's look at my reputation. Iconoclast. I'm neutral. Like, I've got mostly positive. Groundbreaker loves me. Iconoclasts are neutral. Monarch Stellar Industries, they love me. Sublight, whatever. The board, whatever. This is a good question. Auntie Cleo, whatever. The Deserters like me a lot. Spacer's Choice, they also like me, although they,
I'll keep quiet.
Okay. I'm gonna pick the lock. And then we're gonna open the door. I'm gonna just sneak in here. Well, hey, look, it's a supply closet. Why don't we, close the door? Right on Vicar Max's face. And then steal everything. Because I feel like, so here's the thing. Jezza, live and let live, which is why he's a little uncomfortable with the evangelism. But also, he likes to steal things. I think he's got that, what's Sometimes he doesn't steal things, but sometimes he does. And he probably should not be stealing things from these people. But I think he would. So this is the thing. There's going to be a little bit of stealing. Oh, hello, friends. Hello, Franz. Ooh, a Deadeye assault rifle. That might even be better than what I got. But hey, guess what? We're going to try something. And that thing we're going to try is jumping up here. I can't run anymore because I think I'm overburdened. But what is that? Oh, somebody wants to talk to me about stealing, I think. Because maybe I should not have stolen.
Here they come.
What? What is it? Hold on. Give me a second. I feel like... What? Why are people wanting to... Why are people wanting to shoot at me? We don't need to shoot anybody. Wait. No shooting. No shooting, everybody. Come on now.
What was that? I better take a look.
We don't need to shoot anybody. Dang it. The iconoclasts don't feel good about us. But, don't shoot at us. So apparently they want to shoot at us, but I don't want them to shoot at us. And I don't know what we do about this. What do we do about this? What do we do about this, everyone? There's no reason for them to shoot at us right now. We just stole some stuff up here. It was not even a big deal. Like, we've been very helpful.
Stay alert. Someone's here.
I don't, do we really need to go, way to get been caught stealing once when I was 5. I enjoy stealing. Just as simple as that. But it's just a simple fact. When I want something and I don't want to pay for it. Do you remember the song? Walk right through the door. Walk right through the door.
Wasting my damn time.
Hey, alright. Thank you, Rissa. Be alright. It's mine.
What was that? What was that?
Nothing?
Huh? What was that? Right.
Big mistake.
No, I don't want to shoot them. Like people, I do not want to get... Oh, man. Oh, oops. I just got killed. I just got killed. Oh, yeah, no, it's true. Krella knows the song. We just got killed. At this moment is what happened. We're in trouble. I don't want to kill them all. I don't want to kill them. You know, that's not a thing. I don't want to kill them. This is not what I want to do. Also, yeah, the reason why I died was because I was trying not to kill them. I don't want to kill them. How do I get around the killing them thing? Because you know what? I think this is what we have to do. I think we have to fast travel out. We're gonna end, but I think we're gonna have to fast travel out. I think this is how we deal with this, right? Oh, I can't travel while near hostiles. The thing is, we made the choice. We made the choice, and now we have to deal with it. I have some autosaves in there from before all this happened. but I think it would be wrong. I think it would be wrong to do it. So here's the thing. I know I've got some autosaves, but I'm not going to use them because it would be wrong. And I just, like, I really don't. If you get away and come back, it will stop trying to kill you. Okay, this is it. Here's the problem. I'm kind of over my weight capacity, so I can't sprint, and that's awkward. So here we're gonna break. Wait, Levi, you're. I understand why you'd be shocked, because it is shocking to imagine that I might be over my weight capacity, since I never am. You know, I mean, I'm never over my weight capacity. We're gonna just the hazards of looting. Hazards of looting and then getting it. Apparently, yes, there are apparently hazards for looting. And look, I can get around this. I can ditch a couple of things. No, look, apparently the dangers of looting also is that people then want to murder you, which I feel like is a little much. Like, do I really need to be murdered? I don't think I do. But, I can probably get rid of this. Ooh, that machine gun looks really nice. I want it to someone. Okay, look, we're good. We're under our weight. Right now, we can run. All right, everybody, we're gonna run. Go.
Incoming, Captain.
Nope, don't, Franz, do not shoot back.
Take him down.
Nope, do not shoot back. No shooting back, everybody. No shooting back. No shooting back. Our reputation decreased again. They're mad at us. Oh no. There was that room I wanted to loot in there, but look, we're gonna just leave him alone a little bit, just a little bit, and I hope that Franz. Hey. Yeah, no, I don't know why they're mad at me either. Not all. Yeah, look, so, okay, not all of them are mad. Some of them are dead. That's true. Okay, so the iconoclasts are not having me right now. They're feeling not great towards me. That's like a -9, which seems not great, but like, Spacer's Choice doesn't like me very much, and you know, that was, I mean, yeah. So, okay, so they were a little mad at me, and I feel like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about that? I am, however, going to fast travel back to the ship. Is what I'm gonna do, because I think that what we're gonna do is that I'm gonna clear out my inventory offline. I'm just gonna make sure everybody's got the best weapon possible, do some upgrades, right? And then when we start next week, I will just chat with everybody in the ship, and then we'll go back out. But we did a lot today. We almost finished clearing out Amber Heights, except for we got in trouble for, like, look, these were like, look, okay, these were storage bins on the top of a building. Who even pays attention to that? It was the top of a building, you know, like, it was like basically free stuff. They're so touchy. That's all I'm gonna say about that. There was something I wanted. Yeah.
Felix and the vicar are arguing again.
Are they really? Look, we're gonna go see what they're arguing about, and then I've got to tell you things, because I've got things to tell you, including what I will be doing this week, because I've got good news and bad news. Kick me. Come on now. And not bad news. I've just got news.
You don't think that's a problem? Whole ship's running on a computer's fancy. That'll make you nervous, Preacher?
No, Felix. The concept of a ship computer does not make me nervous. Are you scared of Ada?
I ain't scared of Ada.
Good. I'm glad we cleared that up.
It's true, Rissa.
She's a computer, Max. What happens when her equations tell her to cut off her oxygen? Or blast us all into space?
Anyone could do that.
Felix, Ada is not sentient. She can't act out of a sense of malice. Where do you get these ideas?
Serials.
I was watching True Stories of Mechanical Murderers last night.
Always.
One of these days, I'm going to make you read an actual book.
Rissa says, apparently people with no stuff watch the stuff they have. Apparently. I don't even know what that's all about. Whatever. All right, so I'm going to just get myself into place, and then we'll tell you about the things. So, I have one more stream for this week. This Sunday night at, I think, 9 o'clock? I think at 9 o'clock? Oh, my cows are gone. Oh, well, that's good. So this Sunday night at 9 o'clock, yes, this Sunday at 9 o'clock on Polished Cryptids channel, so that's tomorrow night, I will be playing in a Monster of the Week one-shot over on Polished Cryptids, so you can come and find me there if you like. But let me save. Save the game. There we go. And then overwrite. It's fine. Excellent. So Sunday night, that's tonight, I'll be, tomorrow night, I'll be over at Polished Cryptids channel, doing a Monster of the Week one-shot, which is sort of like a Buffy sort of a situation. And that's what I'm doing. Atomica, I will be asleep. That is fair. Atomica, that is fair. It'll be a late night for me. Now, next week I have some news. Next week I am not streaming on a Wednesday. I don't have a Wednesday stream. I've got next Wednesday is the session 0 for Overlight with Little Red Dot, but that is not being streamed. So I won't be running around anywhere on Wednesday. Thursday, I have a thing that I have to do at 7:30, and so I will not be streaming on Thursday. But Friday, yeah, Atomica, respect. Friday at 11 a.m., I will be in Classics on Twitch over at Praxagora, the Smophoria's channel. We'll be doing Hamlet. So Hamlet on Friday at 11, and then Friday at 7 p.m. will be City of Light and Shadow, the Fate French Resistance campaign. And I was so excited, by the way, that our team did their faction actions. They used their faction turn, their contacts, the people they know, to be able to finish up all that stuff rather than having to do it all individually. They sort of spread out, so I was really proud of them for that. They were like, ooh, let's use our faction turns. And then Saturday the 18th, I'll be streaming The Outer World. And Sunday the 19th, at 1 o'clock, I will be streaming a campaign on Tales from the Grim, is I believe where the channel it's going to be on. And it's called, it's about Seraphim Station. I actually have the actual title, I think, somewhere written down. Somewhere, maybe it's, yes, it's Caper's Offworld. It's a little short 4-part miniseries, and that's from 1 to 3. And then from 3 o'clock, I'll be playing Call of Cthulhu with Rissa, but offline. So you won't see that. So so tomorrow, it will be, tomorrow will be Monster of the Week one-shot. Next week, I will not be streaming Wednesday or Thursday, but I will be streaming twice on Friday, on Saturday, and then on Sunday with a new show. I think it's called, like, Stationed on Seraphim. but it might be called something different. It might be called Anyway. It's like Seraphim Station. I've got a bird person. I'm very excited for it. And, you know, that's a thing. So that's what I'm doing next week. I will also tell you that, ooh, thank you, Jer. I forgot. That's it. There's going to be some other stuff happening later in April, but we'll get there when we get there. But that's it. That's where I'm going to be. I will keep I'm going to update my calendar on the channel so you can see what's going on there. But give a follow to the channel if you like. There, right about there is where the follow is. No, the follow button's over here. Sorry. So you can subscribe if you like to as well. You can join us on Discord. We have a very lovely Discord with great people, and you can then see the archive of all these shows on YouTube, and that's at Trooper SJP as well. And you can find me on Twitter at Academic Foxhole, or you can hang out on my Patreon, which is also Academic Foxhole, if there are things if you want to support the RPGs that I'm doing on my channel. And that is it for me. That's it for me. I think I'm going to go take a nap and then figure out food. Nap first, then food. So that's it for me. Thank you all for being here. You all have been wonderful, wonderful. And I will see you. I will catch you on the flip side, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Make sure you hydrate, stretch your legs, eat some food, and all the love. All right. Bye, everybody.